Welcome back to the NFL on Westwood 1. It's time for another memorable moment in football history. Sponsored by Colts.
3rd and goal to go, Patriots. Inside the Rams' 8-yard line at the 7. Empty backfield for Brady. 3 receivers near side left, 2 far side right. Snap to Brady, stands in the pocket, fires to the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown. Again, the Gronker.
And guess what he did? He said it's time to change the guards. He did the stepping that the soldiers do with the big black hats.
Gil Santos and Scott Zolak on 98.5 Sports Hub, Patriots Radio Network from 2012. The last time New England traveled across the Atlantic, it was a laugher. And it wasn't just Rob Gronkowski's touchdown celebration, where he pretended to be a Buckingham Palace guard, that was making fans smile. The Patriots scored a touchdown in each of their first 5 possessions to rout the Rams 45-7 in London 11 years ago. The 45 points is tied for the most scored by any team overseas, and the margin of victory is the highest ever in the series of international games. Led by Tom Brady's 300-plus yards and 4 TD passes, New England racked up 350-plus yards of offense for the 17th straight game, breaking an NFL record set by another Rams team, Kurt Warner's greatest show on turf teams of 1999 and 2000. That's today's memorable moment in football history, sponsored by Kohl's. Celebrate the season with gifts, deals, and holiday feels. Find perfect presents for everybody and every budget. Shop Kohl's and Kohls.com today. Our referee is Trey Blake. He is in the center of the field as the captains gather, and featured by Leon Goretzka and Mats Hummels. They're of the German national soccer team. And the captains for the Colts and Patriots also making their way to the center of the field.
This is the coin we use for today's coin toss. The NFL logo is heads, the other side is tails. Heads, tails. Indianapolis, as the visiting team, you'll call the coin toss. What is your choice?
Tails.
His choice is tails. It is tails. You've won the coin toss. You won the coin toss, you defer to the second half. You're going to see which way we'd like to kick. New England will receive the start of the game.
All right, so there you have the flip of the coin. Patriots will start on offense. They are the home team here this afternoon. This, by the way, is the 50th regular season game, international game to be played, and the 109th overall to be played outside the United States. And this is the 3rd in Germany. There was one played in Munich a year ago. And we, of course, had the game last week here in Frankfurt. Sellout crowd on hand as the Kansas City Chiefs met the Miami Dolphins. And we got this one here this afternoon. And we believe we're going to be in Munich next year. That's the plan. Mike, why not? This is a great state, great country, wonderful city to be in.
Always had a great appreciation for American football, and I did the game in Munich last year, and the energy was electric in that stadium.
So again, the roof is open. The weather today, no chance of rain. The temperature might hit 50 degrees. And I saw the wind was out of the southeast at 1 mile an hour. So that really shouldn't be a factor today. This is a Patriots home game. They actually had a band and a march down Frankfurt to one of the streets this morning in the city. Bunch of Patriots fans and a marching band. This has been a great celebration for this team. And really, with the season the way it's gone, to come here and play a game of this magnitude on this stage, it's a big deal for everybody.
It really is, and it's kind of fun walking around town and not just seeing Colts jerseys and Patriot jerseys, but all 32 teams well represented here.
The flags of the United States and Germany being unveiled in front of us here. And then we will have the playing of both anthems, and then we'll kick this football game off. Again, we mentioned the Patriots come into this 2-7 as they try to turn their season around. It's been a real struggle. But for the Colts, a chance to get to 500. Right now, our PA announcer, Mark Romig.
Today's colors will be presented by a NATO color guard, representing all 31 allies, and joined by 21 U.S. soldiers from U.S. Army Europe, Africa, as well as German service members. To honor America with the performance of the national anthem, please welcome U.S. Army Staff Sergeant Catherine Bokar.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And now to sing the national anthem of Germany, please welcome singer and songwriter Simona.
Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit für das deutsche Vaterland. Danach lasst uns alle streben, brüderlich mit Herz und Hand. Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit sind des Glückes unser Pfad. Dieses Glückes blühe deutsches Vaterland. Dieses Glückes blühe deutsches Vaterland.
And the national anthems of both the United States and Germany as we get you ready for the Colts and the Patriots here on Westwood 1. It's a long flight back to the States. One of these teams is going to feel pretty good about themselves. The other isn't. With that, we bring in Mike Mayock for the keys to the game.
I think remarkably similar challenges for both teams today. It really comes down to stopping the run and forcing the other team's quarterback to beat you. So when the Colts have the ball, the offense goes through Jonathan Taylor. 2 years ago, he wrecked the Pats with 170 rushing yards. So for the Pats defense, limit the run, put the ball in the hands of Gardner Minshew. In 4 starts, Minshew has 9 turnovers. When the Pats have the ball, running back Ramondre Stevenson has played his best football the last 2 weeks. Last week against Washington, 13 touches, 129 yards, and a touchdown. So, again, for the Colts defense, force the highly inconsistent quarterback, Mac Jones, to beat you. Their wideouts are beat up. They're largely ineffectual. One bright note, Bill. Rookie wide receiver, 6th-round pick, Demario Douglas. He's quick, explosive, and coming on. He's a good football player.
And we're going to see the Pats on offense first, but let's talk about, Juwan Bentley is a scratch today, hamstring injury. That's a huge loss for the Patriots. They lost Christian Gonzalez and Matt Judon earlier this season. Bill Belichick didn't need that news.
Yeah, their two best players, Judon and Gonzalez, lost to injury early. And then today, Bentley, he's got 68 tackles, and he's a linebacker that can rush the quarterback. He's got 3 sacks kind of a multi-dimensional linebacker, it's a huge loss.
The Colts, the visiting team, they're all in white with blue numerals, the familiar white helmets with the horseshoe on either side. The Patriots, the home team, they're all in blue. Pants, jerseys, white numerals, and the familiar silver helmets. Here's the kickoff, and we're underway in Frankfurt. Montgomery will bring it out from his own goal line to the 10. Near sideline to the 20 and stop there, and that's where New England will take over first down and 10. Speed on the tackle. The return was 21 yards. So here we go with Mac Jones and company. Jones this year has thrown for 1,861 yards, 10 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Not very good in their loss to Washington last week. 24 of 44. That's 54% completion percentage. Ball's at the 20. And Stevenson's got it, trying to go up the middle. A nice push forward. Stevenson finally spun around and stopped. And again, about 3 on the play to the 23. DeForest Buckner was having a really good year for the Colts defensively and on the stop.
And it starts as we expected. A handoff to Ramondre Stevenson. And let's face it, the Pats are averaging 15 points a game. It's been painful to watch some of their tape. And I think they're going to try and be conservative and not turn the football over.
And now Jones out of the shotgun. Second down. And the 7 from the 23 looks near side left. There's a toss over the middle. Stevenson, the intended receiver, and couldn't hold on. That is dropped. Zaire Franklin, who was nursing a knee injury coming into this week, the fine middle linebacker for the Colts, makes the play there. Third down and 7.
And this is exactly the down and distance the Patriots don't want to see. Buckner got a big hit on the quarterback there on second down. They're struggling with their offensive line, and the Patriots' best offensive lineman, Trent Brown, wasn't even able to make the trip.
Empty backfield for Mac Jones. It's third down and 7. Patriots at their own 23-yard line, and now Stevenson will stand just to the left and in front of Jones. 3 receivers far side right. He rifles one over the middle, and it's caught at the 35-yard line into the arms of Mike Gesicki. And he gets up, pretty proud of himself, and wine out. First down, pick up at 12 yards.
The one place where I think New England has a little bit of an advantage on offense is their tight end room. Gesicki, Hunter Henry, and I think you're going to see Pharaoh Brown today also. Gesicki was the lone receiver to the left, and it was a really good throw and catch.
Stevenson, the setback, takes the handoff on first down, gets the corner, cuts it back to the left, and plows over a tackler as he makes his way up to the 41-yard line. Nice run there. Baker on the stop. It was interesting last week. Stevenson, Mike, ran for 87 yards on 9 touches, and people were wondering why they didn't give him the ball more in that football game.
Well, I was kind of one of them. And to be honest with you, he had a 64-yard game, which accounted for most of those yards. So they had trouble blocking Washington's defensive tackles, and I think that's why they got away from the run.
Patriots now settling into this opening drive, 5th play of it. They're at their 41. It's second down, 3 yards to go. Stevenson still the setback. Here's the snap, pitch to Stevenson, trying to turn the far right side, and the Colts have him wrapped up. But he got near the 45-yard line. Zaire Franklin in on the stop there, so they are feeding the beast, and they must have heard you, Mike, because Stevenson's touching the ball a lot.
Yeah, just a little toss sweep, and they pulled the right tackle, Mike Onwenu, who was out there with the tight end, Gesicki, and that the last 2 plays in the run game, the outside zone and the toss sweep, they've gained an important edge outside.
No Devontae Parker in this game as far as the wide receivers are concerned. Jones will put it up after play action. Little dump off. There's Stevenson. He's got it and tackle it around the 48 by Zaire Franklin. This is a Colts defense that gives up 26.9 points a game. Mike, they had given up 37 or more before the win over Carolina last week. So the defense, we'll see what defense shows up here today.
Yeah, they've given up a lot of points, and what they've been good at is disrupting quarterbacks. They've had number 10 in the league in sacks, they're number 11 in the league in takeaways, but they do give up a lot of yards.
Ezekiel Elliott makes his first appearance in the game. Back to fast Jones. It's a screen. It's to Elliott, and he's got room. 50, far sideline 40, still going into Indianapolis territory, and tackled shy of the 30-yard line. Jalen Jones brought him down. The former Cowboy, Ezekiel Elliott, that was nicely set up, avoided the initial hit and then picked up big yards.
And you're exactly right, Bill. The initial hit was Shaq Leonard, the linebacker, who made a play for him from inside out and couldn't make the tackle. And when Elliott turned up the field, he had nothing but green grass. Huge play for the Pats early in the game.
Ball down to the 33-yard line. 33-yard line for the Patriots. Opening drive, first quarter, no score. Elliott, the running back, he's got it, goes up the middle, another big hole, cuts back right, inside the 25, and down near the 24-yard line. So that's close to 9 yards on first down. So an impressive opening drive for the Patriots. Rodney Thomas on the stop for the Colts.
Yeah, good drive, and the key was obviously the early third down conversion to Gesicki, and on top of that, the run game has been dominant so far.
Pats on the march, moving right to left as we call it here in Frankfurt. Ball's at the 24-yard line of Indianapolis. Ezekiel remains the running back, and he's got it. Cuts back right, has some room, and then they close him down inside the 20 or the 19-yard line.
They're chopping him up, Bill, up front, and that time Kenny Moore, the nickel, made a tackle down around the ankles. If he doesn't make that tackle, I think Ezekiel Elliott ends up scoring.
Wow. Tripped him up right around the bootstraps.
Yep.
That was a second down run, so it's another first down for the Patriots on this drive. The ball is at the 18-yard line of Indianapolis. Jones will work under center this time. Juju Smith-Schuster is out to the right. Comes back towards the line of scrimmage, but they're going to give it to Elliott and line out. Cuts left and then stuffed that time. Short gain. EJ Speed up on the stop for Indianapolis. So we're 9:44 to go. Clock ticking here in quarter number one. We have no score, and the Patriots on the march, and we have an injury. Yes, one of the Colts has taken a knee and surrounded by teammates right now, so we really can't pick out a number. Okay, so it is number 51, and that is Kwity Paye. He's the third-year pro out of Michigan. And we will pause. 9:42 to go, first quarter. Patriots nothing, Colts nothing. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Coco Radio is now Conan O'Brien Radio. Yep. We've upgraded from channel 106 to 104 because, let's face it, I couldn't stay at 106 forever. You'll find my delightful Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend podcast, highlights from my late night shows, showcasing some of the most absurd and hilarious moments from my decades on television. Plus, dive deep into 28 years of late night memories with Inside Conan. Conan O'Brien Radio, now on Sirius XM, channel 104. Or listen with the Sirius XM app.
What it is. Connect with the R&B and hip-hop that's hot now. Slamming you out. Discover who's next. And stay up on the culture.
Cause Drake don't know how to kiss and not tell.
On the heat.
Girl, your BP is a zero. My back shot sound like bongo.
Channel 46 and on the Sirius XM app. Included in all trials and popular plans.
Don't miss a statement game in the Premier League on SiriusXM FC.
Jackson goes alone, round the goalkeeper, hat-trick.
After a slow start, Chelsea's young stars are finding form, but their mettle will be truly tested when they square off with the mighty Manchester City.
Put it for Haaland, easy as you like.
Chelsea, Man City, this morning at 11:30 Eastern on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SiriusXM app.
Hear the climactic finish of the USL Championship on Sirius XM.
Is there magic in the air tonight?
The 2023 final pits the Eastern Conference champion, Charleston Battery.
Charleston Eastern Conference champions.
Against the best in the West, Phoenix Rising.
Cue the music. It's a party in Phoenix.
It's the USL Championship final, Charleston versus Phoenix, tonight at 7 Eastern on Sirius 208, XM 202, online 965, and the Sirius XM app.
NFL later today on CBS. Check your local listings for games and times in your area. Catch the NFL on CBS. Kwity Paye on his feet off to the Indianapolis sideline. Bill Rosinski, Mike Mayock here in Frankfurt. Opening drive, Patriots. They're at the 14-yard line now. And a handoff, and it's Stevenson tried to cut back right. He was going left, cut back right over center, and not much happening there. He is stopped, but Mike, we were talking during the break, this is a nice mix for the Patriots on this opening drive. They've run it, they've thrown it, and in the red zone.
Yeah, it's been a very efficient red zone drive until that play where they ran zone to the left side, and the right tackle, Onwenu, couldn't handle the quickness of DeForest Buckner.
So now 3rd down and 6 from the 14-yard line for New England. Jones barks out his call. Still 10 on the play clock. Down to 9. Works out of the gun. Ball's in his hands. Looks right. Can't find anybody. Scrambling. Nowhere to go. And tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So the Colts defense finally bows up inside the red zone, and the field goal unit will come on there. That was Odangbo who came up with the stop for Indianapolis.
Yeah, I thought Jake Martin, who was a pretty cool sign by Chris Ballard, their defensive end. They signed him back in August. He pushed the pocket and forced Mac Jones back up inside. Odangbo cleaned it up. Deo Odangbo, a second-round pick out of Vandy.
All right, so here we go. Our first field goal attempt in Frankfurt. We did not have one last week. This is Chad Ryland. Snaps a little high, and the kick is on the way. It is up from 37 yards and good. And the Patriots strike first. A reminder that for every field goal made this afternoon and throughout the remainder of the season, Barbasol will make a donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol shaving cream, an American original for over 100 years. Close Shave America. Close Shave Barbasol. 8:11 to go, quarter number 1 in Frankfurt. Patriots 3, Colts nothing. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Rich Eisen here, and if you're enjoying this game and want to be in the game every day, there's something the guys here on my show studio have been enjoying. Prize Picks Daily Fantasy Sports, the #1 daily fantasy sports app. If you're eager to test your knowledge and skills, play the game enjoyed by millions, and join the Prize Picks community of more than 7 million football fans who have already signed up. Don't sit on the sidelines this season. Join the guys in my studio today and see how your picks stack up with them and your fellow fans. And the guys just told me that Prize Picks matched their first deposit up to $100. Do the same for yourself when you visit prizepicks.com/primetime and use code primetime. That's code primetime at prizepicks.com/primetime. Prize Picks, daily fantasy made easy. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
When Shopify says you can sell anywhere, oh, they mean it. Woo, hold up. Just got a new sale. Whoa, Shopify doesn't mind if you're at sea level or on top of the world.
Whether you're selling carabiners or crop tops, start selling with Shopify today and join the platform simplifying commerce for millions of businesses worldwide. This is Possibility, powered by Shopify. Sign up for a free trial at shopify.com/touchdown. Shopify.com/touchdown.
Bill Rosinski, Mike Mayock here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Frankfurt, Germany. Tackle your to-do list with Grainger. From locker rooms to plant floors, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. We're at Frankfurt Stadium, where the Patriots have gotten the first points on the board. They lead 3-0, 8:11 to go in the first quarter of play. That drive was 13 plays, 61 yards. It took 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Mac Jones was 3 of 4 for 32 yards on the drive. 4 first downs, extra point good. 3-0 New England.
Yeah, how about Zeke Elliott? 4 touches, 3 carries and a reception for 38 yards, a major part of that drive.
Ryland will kick off, and Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Colts. And this kick is angled to the near side of the field. McKenzie's going to let it go, and the Colts will come out to the 20-yard line, 25-yard line, first down and 10. So Gardner Minshew is the quarterback, 5th year out of Washington State, 17 of 26 last week. As the Colts knocked off the Panthers, only threw for 127 yards. But, Mike, when your defense scores 2 touchdowns for you, you don't have to throw for a lot of yards.
Yeah, the offense really just tried to run the football and not make any mistakes. And in the second half, offensively, 4 punts, no points, but they still won the football game.
Minshew will work out of the shotgun. His running back is Jonathan Taylor. And Minshew's going to throw on first down up the field, and it's tipped and incomplete. Mo Ali Cox was the intended receiver, and it'll be second down and 10. By the way, the left tackle for the Colts is Bernard Raymond, and he is a great story, a foreign exchange student. He is from Austria, grew up there. He actually attended the NFL game that was played in London back in 2013, and here he is. He went to college in the States, and he's the starting left tackle for the Colts.
Great story.
Second and 10, Minshew with Taylor standing off to his left. Minshew's got it, back to throw, nobody open, has to scramble to his right, now swings it over on the far side of the field. This is into the arms.
Isaiah McKenzie.
Isaiah McKenzie on the receiving end that time, tackled by Mack Wilson, and they get it up to about the 29-yard line, a gain of 4, it's third down.
Yeah, Ryman's a great story. I mean, that game you talked about at Wembley, he was there with the Vienna Vikings, a youth football team he played with, wondering if someday he could ever play American football. Ended up at Central Michigan in the third-round pick. It's a wonderful story.
From Steinbrunn, Austria. Back to throw, Minshew on third down and 6 for the Colts. Nobody open. He's going to tuck and run. Minshew, no, he's going to throw it upfield, and it's caught down the near sideline. That's Isaiah McKenzie again. And they're in the Patriots territory. Boy, it looked like he was going to take off. He had a lane, but then he found McKenzie open, and a big pass play for 21 yards.
Minshew's athletic, and when they make explosive plays down the field, it usually starts with him using his legs to expand the clock.
Going with a little tempo here, and here's the first running play, and it's Taylor who's got a hole inside the 35-yard line down to about the 32, where Jalen Mills made the stop. Of course, Taylor sat out the first 4 weeks of the season, then he had an injury, and last week got 75% of the snaps at running back. First down call after a run, and here's Taylor again, and they pull his way forward about the 26-yard line. Pick up a close to 5 on the play, so Jonathan Taylor. And I remember I did the game for Westwood one a couple of years ago, Mike, when he put 170 on the board. I think it was a Saturday night against the Patriots, and the Pats were talking about that game this week.
No, I remember watching the film of that game because when I was with the Raiders, we were competing for one of the final playoff spots with Indy. Taylor went 67 yards to win the football game, and then we had to go to Indy a week or two later and win, which we did.
Minshew works out of the gun. Another running play, off left tackle, Jonathan Taylor following his blocking, and they bull him away, push him inside the 25 down to about the 23.
Indy's got 2 really good offensive linemen, both former first-round picks. Ryan Kelly, the center, is an 8th-year guy out of Bama, and Quentin Nelson, maybe the best guard in football, 6th-year guy out of Notre Dame. They're stout, powerful, and quick.
Again with tempo, they need a yard for a first down. Here's the handoff, trying to fight for the yard, and I think he got it. Had to get to the 20. So that should be enough for a first down. As the Colts enter the red zone here, so nice answer. Patriots marched down on their opening possession, stalled in the red zone, got a 37-yard field goal, and now with 5:10 to go in this quarter, the Colts have come right back. And they're at the 20-yard line of Indianapolis, first down and 10. They're moving left to right as we call the action. And they will break the huddle. Now with Pierce in as a wide receiver. In fact, they have 3 bunched to the left for Minshew. And here's a pitch, and it's Taylor sweeping the left side where those wideouts were. He's inside the 15 and down to the 14-yard line. Picked up 6. So it'll be second down and 4 yards to go for an Indianapolis first down. That was a nice little play set up there. Those wideouts and tight ends were over on the left side, and they got Taylor going that way.
Yeah, and your guy, the Austrian devil, Ryman, got out in front in the crack toss, made a big block down the field, and Quentin Nelson cleaned up inside that block also.
And the lineup in the pistol formation this time. So the quarterback's in the shotgun, the running back behind him. That's Taylor. Michael Pittman set out near side right. And a little read option. They hand off to the running back Taylor. And again, powering his way down near the 10-yard line. Maybe just shy of that. And that will set up a 3rd down and inches coming up for Indianapolis. So opening possession, nice drive, started at their own 25-yard line. And here they are with another chance to keep the football and get a 1st down.
Again, the left tackle, Ryman, 3rd-round pick out of Central Michigan. They used him. He was the puller, got up to the 2nd level on the linebacker, Tavai, and Jonathan Taylor tucked right in behind him.
Another 3rd down. This is 3rd down and 1 for the Colts. Just shy of the 10-yard line. That's where they have to get to keep this drive going. Minshew out of the gun. Handoff. It's Taylor straight ahead, and this will be close. But it looks like he's got the 1st down as Anthony Jennings tried to fill that hole made by the offensive line. He did it quickly, but not quick enough. This is another 1st down. It'll be 1st down and goal from the 10.
And here comes the tempo again. Been a very, very quick tempo so far. No huddle and on top of the ball immediately.
Wides each side. Minshew out of the gun. Moving left to right. 1st down and goal at the 10. Taylor the handoff. Out to the left. Stutter step and then got buried behind the line of scrimmage. So that time the blocking did not hold up with Raymond and Quentin Nelson over on that left side for Indianapolis. And nice little stop by the Patriots there. A loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 11-yard line.
Yeah, he tried to bounce it. He actually tripped over the legs of his left guard, Quentin Nelson, which is why he took the loss there.
Back in the game, Isaiah McKenzie wide out to the near side. Also out that way is Alec Pierce. Now we got Taylor. The slot comes in motion. Snap to Minshew. This is a little bubble screen out to the left in the arms of Pittman at the 5. 2-1. Touchdown. No, they're going to mark him at the 1. Michael Pittman, great setup as Minshew looked near to the right side and then back to the left with that bubble screen for Pittman and stopped by Tavai short of the goal line.
Yeah, really good job making it look like it was going to go the other way to Jonathan Taylor. That looked like a touchdown to me.
And they go with tempo. 3rd down and goal, and now we've got the push with Minshew under center, and there's a big pileup, and the officials are saying no. Did not get in the end zone.
I thought Indy should have just given the referees a chance to take a look at that, give the head coach a chance to throw the flag, because I thought Pittman scored, and they actually had it marked about over a yard out. So they're short, and they're going to go for it, I believe, on 4th down.
Yep, here we go. 4th down and goal for Indianapolis. We're quickly moving first quarter, just 1:12 to go in it. And now we've got a whistle, and someone is calling a timeout.
Quarterback almost dropped the snap there on the push, the tush push, or what do we call it?
I don't know what the Colts call it.
Yeah.
I think they may have signaled in to take a look at Mack Wilson. Now, Wilson's out there because Bentley is out with a hamstring injury, and we saw this last week. We've seen it around the league. There is a concussion protocol, and there's a doctor on site who radios down and says, hey, look, take a look at this guy.
Yeah, and with Bentley down and now Mack Wilson out of the game, they did promote Calvin Munson, a 5th-year player from San Diego State, from their practice squad, but they're thin at linebacker.
So now it is 4th down and 1, Indianapolis, inside the 1-yard line. I would guess it would be Jonathan Taylor time, right? Here's the snap. Pitch to Taylor, trying to turn the near corner, stretching it out. He'll score. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor from a yard out. Kylan Granson, the tight end, with a key block. And the Colts have grabbed the lead 6-3.
Like the play call, and like Jonathan Taylor setting up the blocks even more, he cut to the inside, brought the defense in with him, and then bounced it right back outside, gave that tight end Granson an opportunity to push Sean Wade out of the way.
And now Matt Gay on to try the extra point to finish off a very nice drive that took us quite 8 minutes, 8:11 to go. Here's the extra point. It is up, and it is good. Nice answer by the Colts. We've got 58 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Indianapolis 7, New England 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood
1. Some days, my active psoriatic arthritis makes it hard to get in the game. Now, the ball is in my court, thanks to treating my skin and joints with Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150-milligram injection for adults.
Nothing is everything.
Skyrizi helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here, host of You Better You Bet on the BetQL Network, weekdays 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern.
What is the BetQL Network?
The BetQL Network is where the smartest sports betting talk meets the most entertaining sports betting talk. We call it Wagertainment.
Not bury the lead here. Folks, Jenks is 7-0 this week.
I love ugly football. This is so degenerate. Is this a live betting game?
Listen to the BetQL Network anywhere and anytime on the new and improved Odyssey app, or watch us on twitch.tv/BetQL, presented by the King of Sportsbooks, BetMGM.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the National Football League.
We're bringing the pop and sizzle with me, Adam Shine, on Shout Sports every weekday from 9 a.m. to noon Eastern on Sirius XM Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82.
Colts 7, Patriots 3, with 58 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Bill Rosinski, Mike Mayock, and the rest of our Westwood One crew. Let's check the drive summary, sponsored by Dell Technologies. Black Friday is Dell's biggest sale of the year. Save on laptops like the XPS 13, engineered to do it all on the Intel Evo platform and more. Shop now at Dell.com/deals. Here's the drive, and a good one. 14 plays for the Colts, 75 yards. Taylor, 9 carries, 31 yards. And the final yard for a touchdown. The drive took 7 minutes and 13 seconds. The extra point was good.
Both teams with really efficient drives. You know, the Pats went 12 plays in a little over 6 minutes. The first quarter's just about over with 2 drives.
There's the kickoff, and that'll go through the end zone, and the Patriots will start at their 25-yard line. First down and 10. NFLShop.com is your one-stop shop for officially licensed NFL gear to rep your favorite team. Shop an unbeatable selection of gear to showcase your team pride and style. To shop now, go to NFLShop.com. Ramondre Stevenson will be the running back as Mac Jones settles behind the center, about 5 yards back, working out of the shotgun on first down. Play action fake. Now a little dump off to Stevenson, far side right. Up the field he goes. Good cutback left at the 30, up to the 32-yard line. Tackled by Zaire Franklin. Nice gain of 7, and it'll be second down and 3 for New England.
It's like a long handoff. It's a flare to the running back out wide to the right, and it's really a one-man screen because Gesicki was out front not running a route. He was out front blocking. One-man screen, good concept.
Jones will work under center this time. Second down. And the handoff to Stevenson. Right up the middle he goes. And a nice push from that offensive line. David Andrews, the longtime center on this team. He's been the rock. They've had 11 different O-line combinations this year. That's second to the Giants, who've had 14 with the injury issues that they've had. But Andrews has been a rock. And by the way, that's a gain up shy of the first down to the 34-yard line. So that'll set up a third down. When we come back, we've come to the finish of the first 15 minutes. Amazingly, how briskly it has gone by here in Frankfurt. End of the first quarter. Our score, Colts 7, Patriots 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Jim Rome here. Dell's Black Friday event is their biggest sale of the year. Shop limited time deals on laptops like the stylish, innovative XPS 13, engineered to do it all on the Intel Evo platform. Plus, save big on ultra-shot monitors and top brand accessories. It is the perfect time to upgrade any home, business, or gaming setup powered by Intel Core processors. So shop now at Dell.com/deals to take advantage of huge savings and free shipping. Once again, Dell.com/deals.
If you want the perfect holiday shopping shortcut, I've got 3 words. Get to Kohl's.
I just went and found great gifts for even greater deals, like toys for up to 25% off. And with my 20% coupon, I got fleece for my family under $20 and a cookware set for under $75. Plus, I got $10 off home finds as a Kohl's Rewards member and earned Kohl's Cash. So if you want the season's best for less,
Chris Brockman here from The Rich Eisen Show. And do you want even more excitement on game day? Yeah, you do. It's time to get on Prize Picks, the best way to win big on fantasy sports. Here's how it works. You pick 2 to 6 players. You choose more or less on their stats. If you get them right, you can win up to 25 times your cash. It's quick and it's easy to make your picks with fast and safe deposits and withdrawals. Prize Picks is the place to play. Prize Picks has awesome weekly promotions, and they're the only daily fantasy platform with an injury insurance policy, keeping you in the game even if one of your players goes down. Watch your entry update in real time and continue the fun by making picks on the second half and fourth quarter stats. And right now, when you go to prizepicks.com/primetime, use code primetime for a 100% deposit match. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for more details.
Welcome back to Frankfurt Stadium in Germany. Along with Mike Mayock, I'm Bill Rosinski. Our score, the Colts 7, Patriots 3. Start of the second quarter, sponsored by Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Well, stats through the first quarter. The Colts ran 13 plays, 75 yards. Patriots 14 plays for 70 yards. Patriots with a field goal. Colts with a touchdown, 7-3. And now the Patriots, as we switch sides here, Colts moving left to right, start this quarter with a 3rd down and 1 call and a quick snap as they get it to the running back. He's going to get the first down, plowing straight ahead. Jones with a nice fake on that snap to the running back, and Stevenson has a first down.
A direct snap on 3rd and 1 to the running back. Good job by Mac Jones pretending it was a high snap, but it goes right to Stevenson. He gets in behind Sal, the right guard, Nawanu, the right tackle, first down.
Ball's at the 37, first down and 10. Pats all in blue, the home team here. And again, one of the NFL franchises with Germany as a marketplace for him internationally. Scrambling left, back to throw, little crossing route into the arms of Hunter Henry, and the ball came loose after he made the catch near the 40-yard line. If it's a catch, then it's a fumble. And the Patriots say they have it. The Colts think they have it.
Zaire Franklin, who missed the game last week with an injury, ripped it out.
Move on the field is a fumble recovered by the offense. 2nd down.
And the voice of our official, Trey Blake.
Yeah, so Zaire Franklin ripped it out. It was definitely a catch. It was definitely a fumble. I think the center you just talked about, David Andrews, got on top of it, and that's a big play.
And it's a 2nd down and 6 now. Here's a running play right up the gut. Misses Stevenson, upended as he crossed the line of scrimmage and made his way for maybe a yard to the 42. Excuse me, that was Ezekiel Elliott on the carry that time, number 15. So now 3rd down and 4.
Looks like they're working hard to kind of balance out Zeke Elliott and Stevenson with the touches at tailback so far.
Mac Jones now facing another 3rd down and 4 at his 43, moving left to right, trailing the Colts. Early second quarter here in Frankfurt, 7-3. Elliott remains the running back, but Jones wants to throw. Nobody open. Tripped up and then sacked. Well, that was a headsy play. That was a Dangbo coming in. He got a piece of Jones around the ankle. Jones kept his balance for a second, but then hit the turf. Patriots left the punt.
Really good pressure by Odengbo. He came up the middle. He beat the right guard, the rookie Sal, and literally cut him at the knees because he was on his way down himself.
Lost 3 on that play, and here's the punt, high and in the air. Fair catch called for by Isaiah McKenzie and made for the Colts down around the 13-yard line. That punt traveled 50 yards. Colts ball when we come back with 12:33 to go in the second quarter. Indianapolis 7, Patriots 3. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
This has got to scare a lot of people if the AFC were to have to go through Baltimore.
When it happens in the NFL, we're reacting to it on SiriusXM NFL Radio.
I think you begin to run out of superlatives when you try and describe what C.J. Stroud has done.
Get closer to the game with interviews with players, coaches, and executives.
Quarterback of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence.
We're a really close team, and winning's fun, too.
From the field to the front office, nobody covers the game like SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88.
It's that time of year. Big families, big tables, and big games.
Can't wait to eat my stuffing and watch some ACC football.
Keep it locked to ACC Radio through the holidays. We're breaking down all the action on the gridiron.
Look at the ACC right now. It's the most exciting conference there is.
And the hardwood.
He's looking like an early frontrunner for ACC Player of the Year.
Join ACC Today live, weekdays from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern on ACC Radio, Channel 371.
Oh, I didn't get to get my turkey.
Get your fill of your favorite conference anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Don't miss the all-new Rise and Shine, a SiriusXM podcast.
This is Adam Shine. Every Wednesday morning, we're going to make you remember why you love sports. The crack of the bat, the smell of the grass, the thrill of a buzzer beater, the heroes, the underdogs, the moments you remember forever. Join me, Bob Stu, and the most interesting guests in sports for the all-new Rise and Shine.
Download Rise and Shine right now on the SXM app. Available with all trials and popular plans, or wherever you get your podcasts. That's SCHEIN.
Hey, what's going on? This is your boy Kevin Hart, and guess what? I've got my own channel on Sirius XM, Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio, Channel 96. We play the best stand-up comedy from some of my favorite comedians, and I got my own show. It's called Straight From the Heart, and I host it with a bunch of unattractive friends of mine. They call the Plastic Cup Boys. Every Tuesday and Thursday, real, raw, authentic conversation, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Laugh Out Loud Radio right here on Sirius XM, Channel 96. Don't miss it.
7, the New England Patriots 3. Don't miss all the NFL excitement later today on Fox. The New York Giants face the Dallas Cowboys. Check your local listings for more details. Catch the NFL on Fox. Bill Rosinski, Mike Mayhew, the rest of our Westwood One team. Delighted you're with us on a Sunday morning back on the East Coast and in the rest of the United States. And it's a Sunday afternoon in Frankfurt, Germany. Colts will start at their 13 and move right to left. First down and 10. As we continue to sing Neil Diamond. Minshew back to throw. Blitz is coming. Minshew in trouble. Avoids the sack. Scrambles right. And then heaves it downfield. Incomplete. The fans, Mike, would not be denied. They cut off the music, but they continued to finish the song.
It's like the highlight every European game for some reason. It's crazy.
And 50,000 plus were into it.
They really were. Meanwhile, Jabril Peppers is coming off the edge, right. Almost gets a sack. Minshew kept it alive and threw it away.
Second down and 10 for the Colts. They're at their 13. Minshew out of the gun. 3 receivers set out far side right as we call the action. Minshew's got it in his hands, looking right, nobody open. Tried to dump it off over the middle to his tight end, incomplete. The Lawrence Guy Sr. with a stop on the play. That was Granson, who was the intended receiver. And it is now third down and 10 from the 13.
13th year in the league for Lawrence Guy out of Arizona State. He just keeps making plays. He's where he belongs. He's not a spectacular guy that makes all these crazy movement skills, but he's in the right place at the right time all the time.
Colts are 3 of 4 on third down conversions. This is third down and 10. Taylor off to the right of Minshew. He's got it. Patriots come with some heat. Little cross, and it's incomplete. That was intended for Will Mallory, another tight end, covered by Jalen Mills. Never had a chance to connect, and that's going to be a 3 and out for the Colts.
Yeah, really good coverage by Mills. Mallory's a rookie 5th-round pick out of the University of Miami. Minshew expanded to his left a little bit, and the ball was undercut by Jalen Mills. Really good defense that time by New England.
The Patriots don't have anybody deep. Rigoberto Sanchez is going to punt. Who's he punting it to? The snap. With the right leg.
He came after him.
This is amazing. The Patriots have anybody back there. The ball's rolling inside the 25, down around the 18-yard line. You'll have to explain that one to him.
I'm not sure I really can. I haven't seen it. They came heavy. Chris Board almost blocked the punt. But to not have somebody back and save the yardage, I don't really understand.
69-yard punt. Patriots ball when we come back. 7-3 Colts over New England. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Feeling great starts with a great shave. And great shaves start with Barbasol Shaving Cream. For whatever your day brings, start it off right with the American original, Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Barbasol. iPhone 15 Pro on Verizon and more Apple gifts for the fam.
This holiday, trade in any iPhone in any condition for a great deal on the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium, Apple TV 4K, and Apple One with unlimited Ultimate. Additional terms and conditions apply. Act now. Visit Verizon.com.
Before Shopify, were you wondering, where are my sales at? Now you're selling with Shopify, the global commerce platform supercharging your selling. You have no problem selling online, in person, on social media, and beyond. Gary, easy on the cha-ching.
Oh, sorry, but my Shopify sales are through the roof.
Start selling with Shopify today and discover how millions of businesses around the world use Shopify to ignite their selling. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/touchdown. Shopify.com/touchdown.
At CDW, we get the right workspace helps you work better.
It took 3 encyclopedias, but my webcam is finally at the right height. And I found the perfect cardboard box for my tangled assortment of cords and cables.
Sounds great, but with TripLight Work from Anywhere solutions orchestrated by CDW, it's easier for your teams to work consistently and productively with tools like monitor mounts, USB docks, and adapters.
Know anyone who wants 3 encyclopedias from 1992?
IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at cdw.com/TripLight.
Bill Rosinski, Mike Mayock here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Frankfurt, Germany. Give your team an edge with Grainger. You'll find supplies and solutions for every industry, plus fast delivery and 24/7 support. When you call, click Grainger.com or just stop by. 12 minutes, 3 seconds to go. We're in the second quarter in Frankfurt, Germany. And Indianapolis with a 7-3 lead over New England. The Patriots will start at their 18, and Mike and I were still shaking our heads on that last punt, which was coming deep in Indianapolis territory. The Patriots had no one back to return the ball.
Yeah, they brought Schooler off the edge, and Chris Board almost blocked it up the middle. But at this point in the game, not to have a returner back there and to give up that field position, I don't really understand.
Jones under center this time. Stevenson's his running back. Mac Jones will put it up. And he's in trouble, and he's going down with another sack. That's the third for the Colts. Back at the 12-yard line.
Wow. Guess who? Odenigbo and Tyquan Lewis.
So Odangbo already had 2 sacks before that one. He'll get a half there at least.
He came right up the middle on a twist. He bowled over the center and literally just deposited Andrews in the lap of the quarterback and forced the sack.
Jones now after that loss of 5.
Third sack.
And we're in the second quarter and early in it. Jones changing his call. 5 on the play clock. Mac Jones hands off. Stevenson with the call. Avoided one tackler and then made his way up to about the 14-yard line. So a yard or so. Zaire Franklin in on the stop.
Yeah, Ade Adebare, their rookie 4th-round pick out of Northwestern, made the hit in the backfield, did a really nice job with penetration, and killed that play before it ever started.
So now it's 3rd and 14 for the Patriots at their own 14-yard line. 2 receivers far side right as Jones tosses this one, and that ball caught up at the 25-yard line in the arms of Mike Gesicki. DJ Speed with the tackle, but not enough for a first down, well shy, and the Patriots will punt.
Indianapolis rushed 4, played zone, hit Gesicki a quick seam route, and the immediate tackle, no first down.
Isaiah McKenzie back deep. The Colts are using a return man. Here's the punt by Behringer. McKenzie backpedaling all the way to his 19. Little stutter step now. Takes it up far side right across the 20. Ooh, and avoided a big hit. And then Pharaoh Brown's over there yapping with him over on the Patriots sideline. 46 yards with the punt. With the punt, 11 on the return. We've got a timeout. 10-10 left. First half in Frankfurt. Colts 7, Patriots 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood 1.
Some days, my active psoriatic arthritis makes it hard to get in the game. Now, the ball is in my court, thanks to treating my skin and joints with Skyrizi, Risankizumab Rizin, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults.
Nothing is everything.
Skyrizi helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Welcome back to Frankfurt. It's time for the Shopify Fact of the Game. Of teams that have played internationally at least twice, the Patriots are one of only 4 that are undefeated. The others, the Chiefs, Giants, and Vikings, they're also 3-0. So New England can be the first to 4-0 outside the United States. That's the Shopify Fact of the Game. Want to sell smarter? Get Shopify. Shopify's commerce platform helps you sell more with the best converting checkout on the internet. Get a $1 per month trial at shopify.com/touchdown. By the way, Jacksonville has the most wins, 6, but they've played 11 games in London.
Yeah, I think their owner likes that,
yeah,
given that he owns a soccer team in that country.
Well, you know, there have been the theory is if the NFL might have a team in London or somewhere in Europe, it would be the Jacksonville franchise because of how many games they play there. But they're building a new facility down in Jacksonville, so you know, hopefully that's not going to be the case for their fans in Jacksonville.
Right.
Meanwhile, the Colts have the lead. They've got the ball. They're going to start at their 29-yard line, moving right to left as we call it. Gardner Minshew will work out of the shotgun, and Jonathan Taylor, who had 9 carries on the opening drive, the last a yard for a touchdown, stands off to his left. 2 wides near side, left, one to the right. It's Taylor with the handoff, running right, trying to find some blocking. And not much materializes, maybe to the 31, a couple yards. And it'll be second down. And Gardner Minshew has 1 start, and it came in 2019. This is an international start. He was with Jacksonville. They were in London. They lost to Houston 26-3. He threw for 309 yards, no touchdowns, but had 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles.
And that's kind of been the curse of Minshew. He's either really good and electric and fun to watch, or he turns the ball over a lot, and sometimes a little of both in one game.
From the 31, 2nd and 8, Indianapolis in their own territory. Play action fake. Minshew swings it out into the right flat. Tight end's got it. Go Mallory, and Mallory finally knocked out of bounds, close to a first down. I think he may, well, he had got up to the 37-yard line. Pick up a 6, so they got a couple more to go, maybe a yard to go here.
Yeah, they brought the tight end all the way across behind the line of scrimmage, and Minshew with a little sidearm sling out to the flat.
He's going to give it to Taylor again, trying to get the first down. It was 3rd and 1. He didn't get it. The Patriots stiffened that time. They were waiting for Jonathan Taylor, and they got him behind the line of scrimmage. So that was Kyle Duggar, number 23. 4th-year player out of Lenore Ryan will get credit for the stop. Time to punt.
Yeah, Anthony Jennings came slashing down from defensive end, and then Duggar right up the middle. The 2 of them made a big hit and forced the punt.
Demario Douglas is back deep for the Patriots, so they have a return man this time. Rigoberto Sanchez will punch and get it away from the zone, so 26 or 7. Good snap. This one's away, not a great kick. Fair catch called for and made inside the 20-yard line. Back right at the 20. The punt traveled 42 yards. So now the Patriots will have the football when we come back with 8:20 to go here in the second quarter in Frankfurt. Colts 7, Patriots 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood 1.
Jim Rome here. Dell's Black Friday event is their biggest sale of the year. Shop limited time deals on laptops like the stylish, innovative XPS 13, engineered to do it all on the Intel Evo platform. Plus, save big on UltraShot monitors and top brand accessories. It is the perfect time to upgrade any home, business, or gaming setup powered by Intel Core processors. So shop now at Dell.com/deals to take advantage of huge savings and free shipping. Once again, Dell.com/deals.
iPhone 15 Pro on Verizon and more Apple gifts for the fam.
This holiday, trade in any iPhone in any condition for a great deal on the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium, Apple TV 4K, and Apple One with unlimited Ultimate. Additional terms and conditions apply. Go to your local Verizon store now.
It's Wrangler season out there. Warmer days, cooler nights. Open roads, endless horizons. And you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
At CDW, we get the right workspace helps you work better.
It took 3 encyclopedias, but my webcam is finally at the right height. And I found the perfect cardboard box for my tangled assortment of cords and cables.
Sounds great, but with Trip Light Work from Anywhere solutions orchestrated by CDW, it's easier for your teams to work consistently and productively with tools like monitor mounts, USB docks, and adapters.
Know anyone who wants 3 encyclopedias from 1992?
IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at CDW.com/TripLight.
Stream the NFL on Westwood One for free, sponsored by AutoZone. All season long, you can listen to our broadcast of the NFL live on WestwoodOneSports.com on the NFL app by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports or on our affiliate stations' digital platforms. AutoZone has free battery testing and charging. That's right. Get your battery tested and charged for free. Make AutoZone your end zone. Get in the zone. AutoZone. Restrictions apply. Bill Rosinski, Mike Mayock back here in Frankfurt, where they have it's called the Kutch Cam. In the States, it's the Kiss Cam. And having a good time with it. Some little over 50,000 here in this stadium. It's a sellout. 7-3 our score. Colts on top of the Patriots. And we've got 8:20 to go in quarter number 1. New England will start on their 20. So far, Mac Jones is 6 of 7 for 54 yards. Running back Ezekiel Elliott. Jones looks at the defense, settles in under his center. Gets the snap and runs into Elliott. Now Elliott takes the handoff and goes left, and there was a little miscommunication there. 1 yard to the 21. It'll be second down and 9. Ibukum in on the stop for the Colts.
Yeah, disconnect between the quarterback and the tailback. But the reality of this game so far is that the Patriots have to protect their quarterback. I mean, Mac Jones is 6 for 7, but he's got 3 sacks in a quarter and a half of play. I think he's very concerned about his protection, and I think he's really even more concerned about turning the football over.
Jones back to throw on second down, over in the far right flat. That ball is caught into the arms of Demario Douglas. Now, Douglas gets the start today because Devontae Parker is out. And that's a pickup of 7 yards up to the 28-yard line. It's going to be third down and 2, so at least a manageable third down here.
Look, this Douglas kid is going to be the featured guy for them. They're not real good at receiver. He's a rookie 6th-round pick out of Liberty. He's come on recently. He's got 24 catches, almost 12 yards a catch. He's the guy they got to get the football to.
Third down 2. Jones wants to throw. No play action. In trouble. Sacked again. Wow, Tyquan Lewis will get credit for that one, so they opt not to run it on third and short, 3rd and 2, and another sack for Indianapolis. That's their 4th.
It was heavy play action, and the coverage was so good that it forced the quarterback, Mac Jones, to bring the football down. He wanted his tight end on the corner route. They had it covered. Another sack.
And another punt for Behringer, and backpedaling McKenzie lets it hit outside the 10, and that's going to roll into the end zone. Wow, that was a blast. That traveled 79 yards. Wow. So the Colts will have the football back. So we've got 6:28 to go here in quarter number 2. Indianapolis on top of the Patriots by a score of 7-3. Frankfurt Stadium, this is the 191st venue to host a regular or postseason NFL game. This is the third game in Germany and the fifth international game of this season. We'll take a break. 6:28 to go in the half. 7-3 Colts over the Patriots. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Before Shopify, were you wondering, where are my sales at? Now you're selling with Shopify, the global commerce platform supercharging your selling. You have no problem selling online, in person, on social media, and beyond. Gary, easy on the cha-ching.
Oh, sorry, but my Shopify sales are through the roof.
Start selling with Shopify today and discover how millions of businesses around the world use Shopify to ignite their selling. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/touchdown. Shopify.com/touchdown.
Welcome back to Frankfurt, where the Colts lead the Patriots by a score of 7-3, midway through quarter number 2. You can catch the Rich Eisen Show weekdays from 12 to 3 Eastern on many of these stations. Be sure to look out for 2 new podcasts from Rich Eisen Podcasts. All the NFL hot takes you can handle on Overreaction Monday. And each Tuesday, download What the Football with Susie Schuster and former Raiders CEO Amy Trask. Get them wherever you get your podcasts. Bill Rosinski, Mike Mayock in Frankfurt. Colts will start at their 20, first down and 10, moving right to left. And I mentioned, Mike, in the pregame comments, the importance of this game for the Colts. Since 1990, if you're 5-5 in the NFL through 10 games, you have a 30% chance to make the playoffs. If you're 4-6, that goes to 7.8%. So a huge game for this Indianapolis team and a chance to get to 500.
Yeah, and if you can get a win today, you've got the bye week in front. You've got a lot of little nagging injuries. You're trying to get guys back. And I give this Colt coaching staff a lot of credit. Remember, they lost their first-round pick, Anthony Richardson, week 5. They're playing with a backup quarterback, and they're competing on a weekly basis.
First down and 10. Minshew works out of the gun. Colts move right to left. McKenzie a little motion. Now back outside right. Play action fake to Zach Moss. Back to throw. Here's a long toss far side. And that's caught. Beautiful grab by Alec Pierce. Over on the Patriots sideline and a pickup of 21 yards up to the 41-yard line.
And he beat Jack Jones. Pierce is the second-year player out of Cincinnati who can run. He's a 4-4 guy. Jack Jones tried to undercut it. The ball was beautifully thrown, and that was a deep over route. Big play, and Pierce is a guy they got to get the football to a little bit more.
All right, Zach Moss and Jonathan Taylor on either side of Gardner Minshew. First and 10 Colts at their 41-yard line. It'll be Taylor running left, following his blockers, trying to push his way forward up to about the 44-yard line. That was Godshaw in on the stop. Pickup of 3, and it'll be second down and 7. We haven't seen a lot of Zach Moss. Zach Moss is second in the NFL in rushing. 615 yards, but now Taylor's healthy, so he doesn't get as many plays.
Yeah, and it's hard to argue with that, regardless of the production of Moss.
He got about 21% of the snaps last week in that win over Carolina. Second and 7, ball at the 44 for Indianapolis on their side of the 50. And you can't find anybody as he drops back to pass, scrambles right, loops it downfield. Did Mo Alley Cox make, that was Pittman, 11. And he grabs it. And no, is it incomplete? No, it is a first down. Okay, he did catch the football. Far angle, I couldn't tell if he grabbed it or not.
And again, that's Minshew making the play with his feet.
And they're going with tempo from the 46-yard line, and upfield he goes, a pass. And that is Pittman again, who takes it to the 40-yard line of the Patriots, a gain of 6.
Yeah, they went tempo because they did not want that play reviewed. The previous play to Pittman, the ball hit the ground. It might have held up anyway, but they didn't want to review it.
So now they got Moss and McKenzie on either side of the quarterback, and this is Zach Moss who get the carry. He takes it from the 40 down to the 37-yard line, 6, just shy of a first down. Barmore makes the stop for the Patriots, but again, you got this Colts in a nice little rhythm here. Ball's at the 38-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd down and 2. Minshew with Moss standing to his right, works out of the shotgun. Play action fake. Minshew can't find anybody. Scrambling far side right. Cuts back to his left. Now loops it downfield. And it is incomplete and nearly intercepted. McKenzie, the receiver, peppers on the coverage. And it's going to be 4th down.
And again, Minshew extending the play with his legs, trying to make something happen down the field.
Got a flag.
Probably an ineligible guy down the field.
I believe that's what the signal is from Trey Blake. So now we'll Bill Belichick do here. It's going to be 4th down. So Blake has gone over to the sideline to talk to the Patriots head coach. So, I grew up in Buffalo, so I'm a Bills fan. They were showing Belichick wins. Here's the penalty call here from Trey Blake.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So they accept the penalty. Ball back to the 43. So they're showing monumental wins for Bill Belichick. First one was, remember, he was coaching the Browns. They beat the Patriots. Numbers 50, 100, 150, 250, and 300 against the Buffalo Bills. My mouth was up. I go, that's the Bills. That's the Bills. He beat the Bills a lot.
Sounds like some sour grapes from a native Buffalonian.
All right, so it's 3rd and 7 from the 43-yard line for Indianapolis in New England territory. Minshew with
confusion on defense with New England.
And Moss off to his left. Minshew back to pass. Well, the confusion hasn't bothered him yet. Stepping up, throwing downfield, incomplete. Pass was intended for that was number 1. That was Josh Downs, the intended receiver. Minshew had a lot of time in the pocket. Good coverage in the secondary by the Patriots, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, the hardest thing with Minshew is when he extends the play. And he loves extending the play while he keeps his eyes up, looking downfield. That time Downs broke vertically up the seam, and he just missed him deep.
Sanchez with another punt. He'll get it away from his side of the 50 at around the 45-yard line. Good snap. Into it with the right leg. Angles this towards the near left side. And that ball bounces out of bounds. Around 13 or 14-yard line. A reminder to join us Saturday, December 9th for Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the Army-Navy game presented by USAA. John Sadak, Ross Tucker, and Tina Servasio will bring you all the tradition, pageantry, and excitement from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. It's the 124th Army-Navy game presented by USAA beginning at 2 o'clock Eastern right here on most of these same Westwood One stations. For more information or listen to the live stream for free, log on to westwoodonesports.com. 30-yard punt.
But by the way, I love that Army-Navy.
Yeah, it is. I would love to broadcast one of these days.
I've done several of them. I was the sideline reporter on television when the wall fell down at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia years and years ago, injuring cadets.
Patriots at their 13th first down. Jones, quick out, left side of the field, breaking a tackle, moving upfield across the 20, and diving forward is Demario Douglas. Nice move and close to a first down.
Again, that's the guy they got to find touches for. I don't care if it's jet sweeps, bubble screens, down the field, get the football in his hands. He's explosive and can make you miss.
3:09 to go, first half. Patriots trail the Colts 7-3. And right now, Mac Jones changing his call at the line of scrimmage. Stevenson off to his right. Wideouts each side. Jones will put it up. Fires it over the middle. This one is caught. This is Hunter Henry. And he's got a first down up to the 28-yard line.
Hunter Henry working in between the two linebackers, Shaq Leonard and Zaire Franklin. I call it a squat. You just squat in between the two players playing a zone.
And now the Patriots going with some tempo here. They're at their 28, first down, flag on the play. You know, we didn't have a flag until that last call.
Offense, number 7. 5-yard penalty, first down.
And now our second penalty of the game. The ball will be pushed back to the 23.
Those are killers. Those kind. You're trying to go tempo, and a wideout who has zero excuse to ever be offsides jumps.
2 penalties today, 15 penalties in our game last week between Kansas City and Miami. No field goal attempt either. Back to throw. Jones can't find anybody, but the C's open in front of him, and Mac Jones scrambles. He slides just past the 30-yard line. We'll see where that is going to be marked for the start of the slide, which is where the play will end. And we have reached the 2-minute mark here. We've reached the 2-minute warning, sponsored by First Alert. Help protect your home and family by installing First Alert smoke and carbon monoxide alarms on every level and in every bedroom of your home. Protect your moments with safety you can trust by visiting firstalert.com. Our score, Indianapolis 7, New England 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood 1.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here, host of You Better You Bet on the BetQL Network, weekdays 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern.
What is the BetQL Network?
The BetQL Network is where the smartest sports betting talk meets the most entertaining sports betting talk. We call it Wagertainment.
Not bury the lead here. Folks, Jenks is 7-0 this week.
I love ugly football. This is so degenerate. Is this a live betting game?
Listen to the BetQL Network anywhere and anytime on the new and improved Odyssey app, or watch us on twitch.tv/BetQL, presented by the King of Sportsbooks, BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. Visit the BetMGM GameSense website at mgmresorts.com/GameSense for information on setting limits, guidance on odds and probability, and resources for problem gambling support. Plus, you can learn strategies and get tips on how to gamble more responsibly, discover the symptoms of problem gambling, and find out whom to call if you need help anytime, anywhere. Stay safe and have fun with BetMGM and GameSense. Please gamble responsibly.
And we're back in Frankfurt. Bill Rosinski along with Mike Mayock and the rest of our Westwood One crew. 7-3, Colts over the Patriots with the 2-minute warning. Join us Thursday, November 23rd for a Thanksgiving Day full of football. First the Lions host the Packers, then it's an NFC East tilt when the Commanders take on the Cowboys in Dallas. And finally the San Francisco 49ers face the Seattle Seahawks on Thanksgiving night. Our special holiday coverage begins at noon Eastern. Log on to WestwoodOneSports.com for more details or to listen to the live stream for free. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One. So with 2 to go in the half, Patriots have all 3 of their timeouts. So do the Colts. It's 2nd and 7 New England from their 31-yard line. They're moving left to right. Mike, they're down 7-3. But a chance here to put a drive together. Right now, a nice run on first down for Mac Jones. Colts all in white. Blue numerals. Patriots are the home team, one of 4 teams that claim Germany as a international marketing country. Jones ready to go. Works out of the gun. Stevenson off to his right. One receiver, far side left, 2 to the right. Snap, and it's a running play to Stevenson straight ahead. And he makes his way near the 35-yard line before he's brought down. So that'll be a first down, gain of 4. Dangbo in on another tackle for him. He's already got a couple of sacks in this game as well.
Tempo again.
Excuse me, it's 3rd down and 4. I thought it was a first down. It's 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Patriots. So a key here with the 1.5 to go in the first half. Play clock 14-13, and now back to throw is Mac Jones. He's going to scramble again, breaks one tackle, tries to keep the legs going, and down he goes. And that could be another sack. May have made his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that was Kwity Paye leading the charge.
Timeout. Indianapolis, their first of the half. 30-second timeout.
And let's face it, that's really been the story of the game so far offensively for New England. Their wideouts are struggling to separate. The offensive line is struggling to protect the quarterback, and the quarterback doesn't want to take any chances. There's been 4 sacks heading into that 3rd and 4 snap. I think you're right. I think he got it just past the line of scrimmage, but at the end of the day, he didn't have a chance to throw the football.
Yeah, he did gain a yard, so no sack, but still, it's 4th down, and the Patriots will punt again. If Behringer today has punted 3 times, 49, 57, and 79 yards. And back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Snap is good. Into it with the right leg. High. Just misses the scoreboard. McKenzie's going to let it go into the end zone, and the Colts will take over at the 20-yard line after that 65-yard punt. A reminder to stay tuned for the halftime report with Lance Meadow. Lance will look ahead to a busy Sunday around the National Football League. That's coming up at the half. All right, so 2 timeouts for the Colts. They've got 1:10 to go in the half, and they've got 1st and 10 at their 20. Let's see what Gardner Minshew has up his sleeve here. Jonathan Taylor, the running back. Off to the right of Minshew. 2 receivers right. Pittman out near side left. It'll be Taylor with the call up the middle. Follows his blockers. Big push. And finally they'll blow the play dead just shy of the 25-yard line. Almost 5. 2nd down coming up. Clock continues to move. We're inside a minute to go.
No huddle.
Yeah, no huddle, but there's no sense of urgency either with 2 timeouts. Gardner Minshew looks at that Patriots defense. They're bringing some heat. Minshew goes fire near the near sideline, and it's caught by Pittman. And out of bounds he goes. Plenty of yards for a 1st down and more. Shaun Wade on the coverage. And a gain of 11 yards.
Shaun Wade was playing off of him, and to compound the issue, he also slipped and fell on transition. So the wideout was wide open, easy pitch and catch.
Colts break the huddle. He was able to get out of bounds and stop the clock with 41 seconds on it. Ball spotted at the Colts 38. As they move right to left in their own territory, they lead 7-3. Minshew deep drop this time, looks left, throws left, got a receiver, got a flag on the play, and it's missed. That was Grayson, the tight end, number 83. Couldn't hold on. Flag in the secondary at the 50-yard line.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 26. 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
And that is on Shaun Wade. So 1st down for the Colts. 36 seconds to go in the half, and they still have 2 timeouts.
And I'll tell you, Grayson, the tight end, wide open down the sideline.
Yeah.
And when you're throwing to a tight end, it was a little out and up or a wheel route, wide open. When you're throwing to those guys, you can't make them reach too far. It was a good throw, but a tough catch for a tight end like Grayson.
Minshew from his 43. There's a slant to Pittman, and he couldn't hold on. That would have been a short gain anyway. Duggar on the coverage. 2nd down and 10 Colts at their 43. Each team scored on their opening possession, and that's been it.
Almost better there for him if the ball wasn't caught. They didn't have to blow another timeout.
It would have been a short game, maybe 3 or 4 yards. Pierce will go out to the right. Josh Downs is a slot on the right for Minshew. 2 receivers left, including Michael Pittman. 2nd and 10 from his 43. Minshew again will throw. This is a little fade for Pittman, and he can't get it down around the Patriot 35-yard line.
Good coverage by Wade. They're looking for the back shoulder throw to their physical receiver, Michael Pittman. We're down to 3rd and 10 here, and both teams have been ineffectual on 3rd down in this game. 3 for 7 for Indy, 2 for 7 for New England. Sooner or later, they got to start to convert. Keep in mind, the field goal kicker, Matt Gay, is 6 for 7 over 50 yards this year.
Minshew is 8 of 15 for 101 yards. He needs at least 10 yards here to keep this drive going. 3rd and 10 from his own 43. Ball's in his hands. Minshew slides right, now tosses it upfield. Misses Taylor, makes one man miss, and gets up near midfield before he's brought down. That's about 3 yards shy of a 1st down. And the whole secondary, including Miles Bryant, helped make the tackle that time. 4th and 4. What are you doing here with 9 seconds left?
Well, Steichen just took a timeout.
Timeout. Indianapolis, their 2nd of the half.
30-second timeout.
It's interesting. If you try and go for it, what does it get you? Unless you're throwing bottom line is you got to run the clock out if you don't get it, right?
And they've also put some more time on. There's 11 seconds now on the clock.
So you got a chance for 2 plays. See if they try and get a jump off sides, which will give them a 1st down with no time off the clock. And if not, punting.
So from their 43-yard line, Indianapolis going for it. 11 seconds to go in the half, and I think the Patriots are going to call the timeout, and they have. We had one of the staff on the Colts sideline running into water bottles, and he just slipped on the grass. And you mentioned that grass was a little slicker before the game today, a little slicker than it was last week, and maybe that's because this roof is open today.
A little condensation maybe in the air, and yeah, the whole crowd started laughing. He gave the guy a little bit of a hand, a little boo.
And this turf, this is a mixture of real grass and fake stuff. And I didn't hear any complaints last week.
Synthetic fibers. Both teams had guys change the shoes at halftime, went to the longer spike. And I think it is a little slicker today.
All right, so the Colts are going to go for it. 11 seconds to go first half, 4th and 4 from their 49-yard line. Minshew throws a little slant. That ball is caught. This is Downs, and Downs has himself a first down, and now with 7 seconds to go, timeout.
Give him credit for that, right? Give him credit for that. 4th and 4, if they don't convert, there's probably 5 seconds left and maybe a chance for a long field goal for New England. Instead, Downs, who I think has been their best wideout, but he's been hurt the last week and a half or 2 weeks, runs a quick slant and gets them effectively in field goal range.
So this will be, what are we talking, 56 here? Matt Gay has been solid. He had 4 50-plus yard field goals week 3 against the Ravens.
He had 57 last week.
Career long is 58. This will be 57, kicking right on that NFL logo. With 7 seconds to go in the half. High snap, they get it down. He's in it with the right leg. I don't know, not long enough, going to come up short. And I don't know if that high snap maybe broke his rhythm a little bit. And you never know what the footing's like on a paint job in the middle of the field.
That I agree with. Your plant foot, you're always worried it might slide out.
So that stops the clock with 2 seconds to go, and now the Patriots will have the football at their 47-yard line. And let's see what they want to do here. Maybe just take a knee or maybe hoist one up, get a defensive call.
I'll tell you what, I just saw a replay of that field goal, and it was short by maybe a yard. And it was right down the middle.
Patriots break the huddle, trailing 7-3. 2 seconds to go in the half, and Mac Jones is in the shotgun. Got 2 receivers on each side. And now Demario Douglas goes in motion. Make it 3 receivers left. Bubble screen to Demario. And down the field he goes. He's to the 40. Still going inside the 30. And Douglas is going to take it inside the 25. And that'll pad the stats.
Big time.
29 yards. And we have come to the end of the first couple of quarters here in Frankfurt. And Indianapolis on top by a score of 7-3. Mike, your thoughts on what we saw? We saw good scoring drives to start the game. After that was the defense.
After that, I think it kind of went back to what we expected heading into the game. Trying to run the ball, both teams stopping the run, and ineffectual pass attacks.
End of the first half, Colts 7, Patriots 3. When we return, Lance Meadow rejoins us from our studios with the halftime report. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood 1.
Stick to the plan. Trust no one.
From the director of 7, Fight Club, and Gone Girl.
Anticipate. Don't improvise.
Michael Fassbender.
Forbid empathy. Empathy is weakness. Weakness is vulnerability. This is what it takes if you want to succeed.
The Killer. Rated R. Under 17. Not admitted without parent. Now playing. Only on Netflix.
Honey, can you swing by the post office and grab some stamps? Done. And drop off these packages? Sure thing, honey. Ooh, and get the tracking info. Got it. But you haven't moved.
I know! How great is that?
This holiday season, the Postal Service is closer than ever with convenient ship-from-home services like label printing, free package pickup, and delivery notifications. You can send more holiday joy from the comfort of home. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America. Ship from home at USPS.com/holidayjoy.
At the half in Frankfurt, Colts lead the Patriots 7-3. Both teams scored on their opening drives before combining for 7 punts and a missed field goal. Lance Meadow back here with you at our Westwood One studios. Week 10 in the NFL will conclude with Monday Night Football as the 5-4 Bills host the 3-5 Broncos. Buffalo began the season 3-1, but has lost 3 of its last 5, including a 24-18 setback in Cincy last Sunday night. The Bills are playing in prime time for the 3rd straight week, and that means the nation will get to see one of the best safety tandems in the league in Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde, who have been teammates in Western New York since 2017. Our very own Scott Graham put that relationship under the microscope and more when he chatted with Poyer.
You still have Micah with you, and I'm assuming, have you guys picked out the 2 retirement homes across the street from one another or next door to one another yet, or no?
We definitely have. Yeah, we for sure have. We'll be close to each other.
You guys have been there the whole way together with the Bills, and the point I'm trying to get to here is understanding what somebody else is doing just on an understanding level. You don't even have to look, I'm sure, a lot of the time, knowing where he is, knowing what he's doing. How big a help is that?
It's huge. And it's something that, you build as a teammate, as a friend, just somebody who I became close with over the year, understanding how he sees the game. And, we've really, when we first got here, I saw the game like this, he saw the game like this, and we've just merged our games together to be able to just see it together on the field. And, it's been really special to play alongside him over the last 7 years, as I've learned so much ball from him. And our families are close with each other. Like you said, we'll probably retire and be right next to each other on the beach somewhere. So, it's somebody who I have so much respect for, and I'm thankful for who, he came into my life at the right time and in this program at the right time, at the same time I did. And, one of our goals here was to really, turn this program around from 2017 to, no playoff appearances. I think this is our 7th year here. We've had 5 out of the 6 so far. So, ultimately to win the Super Bowl. And so, nobody said it was going to be easy. Nobody said it was going to be a straight line. And, we're right in the middle of it. And, we just want to continue to take one day at a time, one game at a time, and, continue to help this team win football games.
It's not a straight line. You make that point, and it's a good point, because you guys have been in a little bit of a winning rut right now. But I'm guessing that based upon the experience level that you have, that's not, a team that hasn't been there before, that might be the death knell for that team. They might spiral coming off what you guys have been through. And I'm guessing that probably is not the case for this group.
No, not at all. I mean, I think we've been in worse situations before. I think in 2021 we were 6-4 at week 10 and ended up going to the AFC Championship game. So, it's nothing. Let's just continue to work, continue to understand that this game, it's each and every day, each and every week, each and every Sunday, it could go either way. You just got to continue to put the work in. And at the same time too, look, Vaughn told me, even in the Super Bowl runs, you got to have some luck. You could be 17-0, going into the playoffs and winning each game, and then the ball just doesn't bounce your way one time. So, what can you do about that? Nothing. You just got to keep playing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep learning the game. Keep evolving, and really just enjoying all the experience, the ups and downs, the sideways, because it's all part of it.
Despite the ups and downs in the win-loss column and several key injuries, the Bills boast the 5th best scoring defense in the league. They're allowing just under 18 points per game. That unit will have to slow down Russell Wilson and company, who are coming off the bye and have put together 2 straight wins, highlighted by knocking off the Chiefs in Week 8. Kevin Harlan and Ross Tucker will have the call on many of these same Westwood One stations, with coverage beginning Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. At the break in Germany, Colts 7, Patriots 3. When we return, we'll preview other notable Week 10 matchups. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Hi, everybody.
everybody, Christopher Mad Dog Russo here. Familiar? You should be. Well, now you can catch Mad Dog's Daily Bite each day as a podcast, where you'll hear my thoughts and opinions on the biggest topics around the world of sports. NFL, baseball, golf, NBA, even the hockey. That you know you can count on. That's Mad Dog's Daily Bite. Drops daily anywhere you get your podcasts. And you can also hear me weekdays 3 to 6 Eastern on Mad Dog Unleashed, Sirius XM Channel 82, or anytime on the SXM app.
Nobody brings you the excitement of Formula One racing like SiriusXM. Let's go, come on! Hear every thrilling lap of a worldwide championship chase.
Verstappen takes the lead in the Grand Prix. Hamilton couldn't hold him off.
Comprehensive pre- and post-race coverage.
That was the best race I've ever seen.
And a weekly insider look at the F1 circuit every Wednesday on SXM Wheel to Wheel.
There's been plenty going on both on and off track.
The 2023 Formula One season on SiriusXM Channel 81 and the SXM app.
Soccer's biggest clubs play in the English Premier League, and you could hear them in action every week on Sirius XM FC.
A 5-star show from Manchester City.
From the traditional powers.
Liverpool have been incredible tonight. Manchester United may just have won it.
To the new kids on the block.
Newcastle United, they have lived off.
All the top teams.
A quick fire double from Chelsea.
Every match.
Absolutely glorious from Tottenham Hotspur.
Only on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app. The MLS Cup playoffs have arrived, and there's no better way to keep up with the postseason than with Sirius XM FC. From the flag bearers to the fresh faces.
It's stolen away by Klaus, and Klaus scored!
Hear every playoff match all the way through the 2023 MLS Cup final.
Ali Mukhtar, the header, there's the hat trick!
It's the MLS playoffs on Sirius XM FC 157 and streaming on the Sirius XM app.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the National Football League.
Hear every game all season long with your hometown announcers on the SiriusXM app. With SiriusXM, wherever you are, your team plays here.
Welcome back to our Westwood One studios. I'm Lance Meadow. At the half in Germany, Colts in front of the Patriots 7-3. This morning's contest kicks off a busy day that wraps up with Sunday Night Football in Sin City as the 4-5 Raiders host the 4-4 Jets. The Silver and Black is looking to build off a 30-6 win over the Giants last week, which marked the head coaching debut of Antonio Pierce, who took over on an interim basis for Josh McDaniels. Now the Raiders get the other team that calls East Rutherford, New Jersey home. And despite their recent struggles, Pierce isn't dismissing Gang Green.
When they're dialed in and they're ready to go, it's an issue. It's an issue. I mean, they're built well. They're sound in their techniques and fundamentals. Defensively, you know what you're going to get. You know, there's no fair dodging with these guys. They're physical. They're big up front, very skilled in the back end. And then you look at the running game. I mean, it's impressive with what they've been able to do with guys in and out the lineup. So by no means are we saying, oh, what happened last week or who the team. No, we're facing and expecting the best team coming in our building.
The Jets managed just 2 field goals in their 27-6 loss to the Chargers on Monday Night Football. Zach Wilson was sacked 8 times in that game, the same total the Raiders collected in Week 9 at the expense of Big Blue. 4:05 p.m. Eastern, the 4-5 Falcons visit the 1-8 Cardinals, who welcome back Kyler Murray after he's been sidelined since tearing his ACL in Week 14 last season. The former top overall pick reflecting on his lengthy rehab process.
Kind of emotionless in a sense. Not trying to be too high, too low. You know, at the end of the day, we're playing football. It's a blessing to be able to be out there with my teammates, move around, run, you know, walk. So it was a long 10 months to now be here. It's a good feeling.
Also a good feeling for the Cardinals, who have dropped 6 in a row. At the half in Germany, Colts ahead of the Patriots 7-3. When we return, Bill Rosinski and Mike Mayock will have the second half kickoff. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Hey guys, it's Susie Schuster, and I am so excited for my new podcast coming out this fall. It is called What the Football with Susie Schuster and the Princess of Darkness, Amy Trask. If you're looking for a new podcast to listen to about jargon, heavy-legged waist benders, this is not for you. We're going to have big girl conversations, and we are going super deep to bring you weekly guests that you won't find anywhere else. It is What the Football with Susie Schuster and Amy Trask, wherever you listen.
If you want the perfect holiday shopping shortcut, I've got 3 words. Get to Kohl's. I just went and found great gifts for even greater deals, like toys for up to 25% off. And with my 20% coupon, I got fleece for my family under $20 and a cookware set for under $75. Plus, I got $10 off home finds as a Kohl's Rewards member and earned Kohl's Cash. So if you want the season's best for less, you know where to go. Select styles. Toys, coupons do not apply. Kohl's Rewards offer and 20% offer end November 18. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Especially if you came from the U.S., I know you're used to this kind of...
We welcome you back to Frankfurt Stadium. Bill Rosinski alongside Mike Mayock and the rest of our Westwood One crew. Delighted you're with us. Halftime coming to an end with the Colts on top of the Patriots 7-3. Let's check the halftime stats. Sponsored by Indeed. You don't need a job platform. You need a hiring partner. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credit. Colts in the first half rushed for 44 yards. Minshew threw for 118. 32 plays, 162 yards. The Patriots ran for 55 yards. Mac Jones was 10 of 11 for 105. 5 sacks. They officially gave the Colts that 5th sack late in the half. 30 plays, 138 yards. And Mike, I'm looking at the drive chart here. Colts with a touchdown on their opening drive. 14 plays, 75 yards. Patriots have the ball first. 61 yards, 12 plays. We get a field goal. And then it's just punts. Punts the rest of the way. Colts with a little bit more in the yardage department. But how do we get more points on the board for both teams?
Well, it's kind of what I expected, in all honesty. Both teams are trying to run the ball, and both defenses are stuffing the box, trying to not allow them to run the ball. Both quarterbacks have not turned the football over yet, and let's face it, the Pats have allowed 5 sacks. Too often we say, oh, it's the fault of the offensive line. Usually what it is the combination. The O-line struggling a little bit. Wideouts, in this case, are not separating, and Mac Jones doesn't want to make a mistake, because that's what this game is going to come down to, I think. It's going to be who finally blinks and turns the ball over and makes a key mistake. There just aren't enough disruptive playmakers to answer your question about why aren't we seeing more offense. That's why.
Patriots will kick off from right to left, as we call it, here in Frankfurt. This is the 5th and final international game of the 2023 season for the National Football League. Third quarter underway, and Isaiah McKenzie is going to let that bounce in the end zone. Colts will come out to the 25-yard line. First down and 10. Again, the importance of this game, a chance for the Colts, if they win, to get to 5-5. They got a bye coming up after this. Then they host Tampa Bay. They go to the Titans. Tough game at Cincinnati. Host the Steelers. They have a trip to Atlanta in the mix, but you have a better chance, 30% chance if you're 5-5 of making the postseason. If you go to 4-6.
And it's a pretty good schedule. Outside of that game at Cincy, you got a shot at every one of them, really.
Colts will move left to right, as we call it. Minshew hands off to Taylor. Taylor trying to sweep the left side. Follow his blockers. And finally, little rugby scrum as they push him close to the 30-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Colts. Jonathan Taylor had 9 carries on that opening drive, Mike.
Yep.
And that's his 14th carry of the game. So to say they got away from him a little bit is the truth.
Yeah, I think when you look at defensive stuffing the box against your run game, it forces coaches into calling more passes, and sometimes that's a trap. I'd like to just stay with the run game with 28, to be honest with you.
2nd and 5, Minshew empty backfield. He's got the ball, fires it a little slant into the arms of Michael Pittman. Pittman's got himself a first down and more as he carries his tackler up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 14, first down Indianapolis.
Pittman's in a contract year, having a good season, had 58 catches coming into today's game. Big, physical, strong receiver. He's not a guy that separates with quickness or explosion, but he catches the football. Big body guy.
Former USC Trojan. Coming into this game, he'd been on a little bit of a heater 2 weeks in a row with 8 receptions. Back to throw, Minshew on first down, far sideline. That's caught. It's Pittman again. He's into Patriots territory. There is a flag down at the 40-yard line, and they're going to call offensive pass interference.
Pittman pushed off, I believe.
That'll be on Jonathan
Pass
Jones.
Interference. Offense, number 11. 10-yard penalty. First down.
They pushed Jonathan Jones, number 31.
He turned to go deep, and to be honest with you, that's a tough call on Pittman because Pittman had him beat. Jones was turning and running away, and great job by Pittman to come back to the football on a deep comeback, and I think it looked worse to the contact looked worse to the officials than it really was.
Ball pushed back to the 28, where it'll be first down and 25 for the Colts. They lead 7-3 early second half here in Frankfurt. There's Pittman again on a quick out near sideline, and that's hauled in, diving up to the 42-yard line. So close to 13 on the play. Sean Wade on the coverage again. C.J. Jackson is not on the trip. He's been a disappointment. J.C. Jackson is not on the trip. He's been a disappointment since being signed from the Chargers.
Well, both Jackson and Jack Jones, two corners, are very talented. Both of them were out late after curfew a week before. Jackson didn't even make the trip.
And didn't play in the opening series last week. Minshew back to throw. Going to tuck. Nope, he's going to swing it out there. Ball's intercepted. Picked off. Minshew tried to get it to Pittman, and that ball was intercepted. The ball was tipped by Tavai and picked off by Miles Bryant. So there's your first turnover of the game, and the Patriots defense comes up with it near midfield.
Minshew climbs the pocket, keeps the play alive. Great job by Tavai to tip it high in the air, and Bryant with quick hands.
Timeout, 12:35 to go in the third quarter. Colts 7, Patriots 3. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Santa baby, bring on the merry and bring on the bright. Sing along with modern holiday hits on Holly, Channel 79. Or revisit Christmas past with the nostalgic sound of holiday traditions on Channel 71.
Christmas.
Listen now through Christmas Day and enjoy dozens of unique holiday channels anytime you want in the SiriusXM app.
The seasons are changing.
All the leaves are brown.
But there's always time for fun. In the sun. The Beach Boys transport you to summer with the return of their limited edition channel. Good vibrations. The Beach Boys channel. Now for a limited time, exclusively on the SiriusXM app. Just search Beach Boys.
Kelly Clarkson here, everybody. Get ready for the Kelly Clarkson Connection.
Connecting the music she loves.
Everything from Rosemary Clooney to Aerosmith.
The music she's inspired by.
The Queen, y'all. Aretha Franklin. Possibly my biggest influence vocally.
And her own award-winning catalog.
What doesn't kill you makes you strong. That's what you're going to get here. So you're welcome in advance. My SiriusXM channel.
The Kelly Clarkson Connection. Channel 12. And on the SiriusXM app. Free with all trials and popular plans.
It's too soon to trim the tree, but too late to trick or treat. So settle into this in-between season with an extra shot of autumnal energy. The pumpkin spiced music mix. Over 2 hours of cozy acoustic sounds from Taylor Swift, Noah Kahan, Zach Bryan, and more. Available now in the SiriusXM app. Just search Pumpkin Spice and find acoustic singer-songwriters anytime in the SiriusXM Coffee House, Channel 17.
For Germany, huddle up with Grainger to get more done. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Call clickgrainger.com or stop by over 250 branch locations. Mike, you said a turnover might be necessary to win this game. Patriots got it.
Well, I mean, I'll talk more about it after this snap.
They start at midfield after the defensive interception. Mac Jones will hand it off to Ezekiel Elliott. Little skip through the line. Ezekiel Elliott running strong. That offensive line pushing people down to about the 41-yard line. Good push on first down.
So the Colts are 4-5. In their 4 wins, they've had 1 turnover, and that was a muff punt, not even on offense. In their 5 losses, they've had 13 turnovers. So it's kind of oversimplistic that they got to take care of the football.
Good game by Elliott on first down, got 8. Now another run play and another huge hole across the right side of that line. And Ezekiel Elliott finally dragged down just shy of the 35-yard line, almost 7 there. Zaire Franklin in on the stop for Indianapolis. So right now it's the Zeke Elliott show here.
Yeah, the right tackle on Wanu just collapsed the right side of the line. And the tight end, Pharaoh Brown, got on the linebacker. Back-to-back big run plays. It looks like that first drive of the game the Patriots had.
And here's another running play, and it's Ezekiel Elliott again, this time running right over the top of his center, David Andrews. And down to about the 33-yard line. Being a 3 or 4.
I think if you're the Patriots, you like the way it's going right now. You get the turnover in your first defensive play group of the second half, and now you get the run game going with your offense.
Patriots huddling up here. We've seen tempo from both offenses on occasion.
Just haven't seen much offense from both offenses.
Haven't seen much offense from the offenses. Stevenson in at running back. He'll get the call, little stutter step, nice cut back to the right, and he's off to the races and finally dragged down from behind inside the 25, down near the 24-yard line. They're close to 10. That'll be a first down for the New England Patriots. Blackman on the tackle for the Colts.
Outside zone, real good cutback. He doesn't even get touched till 8 yards down the field where he makes Rodney Thomas the free safety miss. So it's really been the running game right now in this drive and a little bit of tempo.
Now Jones under center. First down and 10 Patriots. Hand off. Stevenson again trying to bounce it outside right. And he got bounced to the turf. Gain of maybe 2 to the 22-yard line. Second down and 8. Darrell Baker Jr. in on the stop for the Colts.
Yeah, Gus Bradley brought some pressure off the edge. Strong safety Julian Blackman in a run blitz. He got a piece on the backside of it. Juju Smith-Schuster couldn't get him.
Ball's on the 22. Patriots in Indianapolis territory. Second down and 8. Jones under center. Stevenson the running back. Wides, 2 of them both sides of the field. Little delay, and it is Stevenson. He got by the first tackler. Stevenson makes something out of nothing. Takes his way inside the 20. What a great effort as he is finally stopped after a gain of 5 down to the 17. Shaquille Leonard makes the tackle there. That was pure effort by the running back.
Yeah, the rookie defensive tackle out of Barre had a little bit of penetration, but he made him miss. And nobody, I mean, we talked last week about the Kansas City Chiefs running back from Rutgers, Pacheco, and how hard he runs. That's the way Stevenson, and he's not flashy, but boy, does he run hard.
So now here we go. Third down again for the Patriots. But they're in the red zone at the 17 of Indianapolis, third down and 3. Jones works out of the gun. Drops back the pass, and he's going to flip it. And it's, I don't know, is that a fumble or an incomplete pass? They're going to call incomplete pass. He avoided his 6th sack of the day. And it's going to be fourth down, and the field goal team will come out for the Patriots. I mentioned those 5 sacks. 4 of them in the first half came on third downs, and they did everything but get a sack here.
Yeah, and they're 2 for 8 on third down, and now 0 for 2 in the red zone. So when you need it the most, the Patriots haven't had it. That time Mac Jones just shovels it out just to avoid the sack, but that's bad football. He had Smith-Schuster in the corner of the end zone had he been able to get through all his progressions.
Chad Ryland on to try this field goal. A 35-yarder, the ball spotted near the far right hash, as we call it, into it with the right leg. This is high, it is up, and it's missed to the right. Oh, my. So the Patriots, after the defensive interception, march downfield and come up with nothing. Timeout on the field. Colts 7, Patriots 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood 1.
Football is a game of inches, and while we've advanced the ball down the field, our efforts to achieve equality are still far from the goal. But we are in it for the long haul. For years, P&G has used its voice to shine a light on inequalities and bias, and through sustained and meaningful actions, change is being made. P&G is dedicated to improving the future of boys and men of color, supporting the success of black women entrepreneurs, expanding efforts that will improve the child care industry in the U.S., and much more. So we invite you to join us and take action to ensure the home field advantage is everyone's advantage. Go to pg.com/takeonrace to learn more. Read, watch, donate, and engage in the quest for a more equitable world for everyone.
Your morning shave with Barbasol is a time for self-reflection. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, can I make a real difference in this world? Of course you can. Just not today. There's football on. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
If you're worried about money, you're not alone. 2/3 of Americans say they're stressed out because of finances. Rocket Money is here to help. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps track your spending by letting you set custom budgets and sending you alerts when you're about to go over them. Plus, Rocket Money lets you see all of your subscriptions and cancel any ones you don't want with a single tap. To learn more, go to rocketmoney.com/collegesports or download the Rocket Money app from the Apple app or Google Play stores.
Colts 7, Patriots 3 with 8:38 to go in the third quarter here in Frankfurt. Bill Rosinski, Mike Mayock, glad you're with us. Time to check the scheduled games coming up on Westwood One, sponsored by Hulu Plus Live TV. Tonight, Jets at the Raiders. Monday night, Buffalo hosting Denver. Thursday at Cincinnati at Baltimore. Hulu has live sports. Watch football games all season long with over 90 live channels. Get Hulu Plus Live TV today. Live TV plan required. Restrictions apply. Access content from each service separately and select ESPN Plus content via Hulu. Learn more at hulu.com.
By the way, Bill, very animated conversation on the Patriots bench between offensive coordinator Bill O'Brien and quarterback Mac Jones. O'Brien was very upset. I think he feels like Mac should have gotten that football out to Juju Schuster, who had a sure touchdown.
So after the missed field goal, the Colts are going to run it on first down, and almost a botched handoff, but they got it to Jonathan Taylor, and Taylor was able to get a yard or two, the original line of scrimmage, the 25-yard line. So he got one to the 26, second down and 9. 7-3 if you're just joining us. Colts kicked off to the Patriots. New England marched down, drive stalled, got a field goal. They kicked off to the Colts. Colts marched down, scored a touchdown. Nothing after that. Zip. Nada. Lots of punts and a missed field goal. Minshew out of the gun. 2nd and 9 from his 26. Has the snap. Good protection. Flips it upfield. Oh, my goodness. Isaiah McKenzie caught it and got ripped up with a high hit. And that was Tavai, and flags flew from every angle from the officiating crew. Boy, he took a shot. Wow. So is this a targeting call?
Yeah, I think they're going to get him for targeting, and they're having a conversation now, which I always think is good, because sometimes
the result of the play is a completed pass, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 48, 15-yard penalty added on to the end of the play, automatic first down.
So Tavai went in with his right shoulder, but his head also caught the helmet of McKenzie. And when that happens, they basically ear-hold him. I don't love the way we make every call these days. If it looks like a big hit, the flag comes out. But in that case, the flag was correct.
So the short gain and the penalty. And now the Colts are at the 43 in their own territory. First down and 10. Taylor, the running back for Minshew. Minshew's going to give it to Taylor. And Jonathan Taylor got upended right away. He got past the line of scrimmage. Picked up a few yards on the play. It'll be second down coming up. Mentioned the Colts schedule. After this for the Patriots, they have a bye. Then they play at the Giants, host the Chargers. They will go to Pittsburgh and close the season against the Chiefs, Broncos, Bills on the road. Chiefs are at home, and then the Jets. And then they'll probably have a discussion if things continue to spiral here about the future of Bill Belichick. 2nd and 7 from the 46. Indianapolis in their own territory. Gardner Minshew has the ball in his hands. Flings it upfield. This is into the arms of Granson, his tight end. And Granson turns upfield. He gets into Patriot territory and tackled it around the 49-yard line. Picked up 5. So a third down coming up for Indianapolis with 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. They lead 7-3, and it's 3rd and 2.
Yeah, neither team has been real good offensively on third down. Indianapolis is 3 for 8. And sooner or later, these offenses are going to have to start converting in key situations.
Yeah, and the Patriots are 2 for 8.
Correct.
All right, here we go. 3rd down 2. Ball's at the 49 of New England. Colts football. Snap to Minshew. Minshew steps back to pass. Nobody open. Slambles to his right. Just have to throw it away. And it's going to be 4th down. Pressure came from Barmore. And they say, in talking to the people who cover this team, Barmore has been one of their better defensive players for the last month.
Barmore is an immensely gifted defensive tackle out of Alabama. Had some off-the-field stuff coming out. He's been really clean since then. But you want to talk about an ability to pressure a quarterback with quickness and explosion from that position, Barmore's your guy.
Sanchez will punt for the Colts, and back deep is Demario Douglas for New England. End over end kick. Douglas is going to let it go, but a Colts special teams player got there in a hurry. And they spotted at the 6-yard line. That punt traveled 44 yards, and that was Tony Brown who got down there. So a nice play by him, because that ball is going to go in the end zone. When we come back, Patriots football, Colts 7, New England 3, 5:48 to go in the third quarter. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood 1.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Jim Rome here. Dell's Black Friday event is their biggest sale of the year. Shop limited time deals on laptops like the stylish, innovative XPS 13, engineered to do it all on the Intel Evo platform. Plus, save big on ultra-sharp monitors and top brand accessories. It is the perfect time to upgrade any home, business, or gaming setup powered by Intel Core processors. So shop now at Dell.com/deals to take advantage of huge savings and free shipping. Once again, Dell.com/deals.
Back here in Frankfurt, Bill Rosinski alongside Mike Mayock. Later on, we'll select the drive of the game, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. New England ball, they'll start at their own 6-yard line, moving right to left. Home game for them here in Frankfurt, Germany. Lots of Patriots fans made the trip. They had a little parade downtown today in Frankfurt. But there's some Colts fans in the house as well. And right now they're smiling, Mike, because it's 7-3, Indianapolis with the lead. Each team scoring their points on their first possession, and that's been it.
So this drive of the day thing.
We have to go back to the first quarter.
There might be a defensive drive of the day.
That could be. Stevenson will be the running back. Mac Jones under center. And his tight end, Gesicki coming in motion near side left. Handoff Stevenson, up the middle he goes, breaks the tackle, nice run. What a great run up to about the 15-yard line. Maybe they spotted at the 14, but he got 8 yards when there was nothing to start that play up the gut, and it'll be 2nd and 2.
Really had his best couple of games the last 2 weeks. Last week against Washington, he had 13 touches for 129 yards and a touchdown. And I think they just got to keep feeding him. I really do. And the pass game, they've struggled.
Yeah, they fed him on the opening drive. Got a field goal out of it. They're going to give it to him again. He's going to get the first down and 20 more as he plows his way up the middle again. to about the 23-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the stop, and he came into this game, Buckner, with career highs in tackles, sacks, tackles for loss, and he gets the stop there, but not before a first down.
Yeah, I think Buckner is an underappreciated superstar. He gets paid like a superstar, but at the end of the day, I don't think nationally there's as much respect for him as there should be.
Douglas out far side left. Juju Smith-Schuster's been quiet today. He's going to move over just off the tight end to the right side of the line. And they're going to pitch it and run left to Stevenson. Good cutback across the 25 and up near the 30-yard line. Bryan on the stop, so they're picking up some big chunks here. 8, 9, 7 yards on the ground. And a pickup up to the third. Mark it at the 31-yard line. Got 8 yards there.
Good block by Gesicki, the tight end on the perimeter. And Stevenson just stuck his foot in the ground, cut it back, dropped at pad level, and picked up again 8 yards on first down.
Jones under center with Stevenson as running back. Why not give it to him again? Running off between center and right guard and bulls his way forward. It depends on the spot whether this is a first down or not. Had to get to the 33. And they're not moving the chains here, so I don't think he's got the first down.
Yeah, they marked him a little bit short. Looks like about 6 inches.
And let's see if the Patriots can improve on this. 2 of 8 and third downs. They're going to run out of the I formation. Ezekiel Elliott takes the handoff, runs left. He's got the first down. Elliott was the lead back, and then Stevenson behind him, and Elliott gets the first down. We do have a flag down at the line of scrimmage.
5-yard penalty, third down.
So a false start on Connor McDermott, who is the starting left tackle today because Trent Brown continues to be out with an injury.
And that's a key one again. We keep talking about third down and conversions. 3rd and 6 inches against 3rd and 5 yards is a big deal, especially when you're struggling offensively. That's awful.
Yeah, so now it's 3rd down and 6, and you would expect Mac Jones will be heaving the rock here. He's got it out of the gun, looks left, throws left. Juju Smith-Schuster goes up. Did he make the catch? The official says yes. Along the sideline, and that should be good enough for a first down.
Good coverage by Jalen Jones, the rookie 7th-round pick out of Texas A&M. But again, Smith-Schuster's a big body guy. He goes up in the air, 1 foot down, 2 feet. Yeah, he's inbounds.
And the Patriots going with some tempo here from the 37-yard line. Stevenson, big hole up the middle, across the 40 to the 45-yard line.
Great cut. Really good. He got in behind Hunter Henry. He wanted to go wide, cut inside Hunter Henry's block, got vertical. And again, on first down, they pick up 7 or 8 yards the run game. They got to keep that going.
Gain of 8, 2nd down and 2 yards to go. Now Elliott will be the running back for the Patriots. They trail 7-3, 2:23 to go, quarter number 3 in Frankfurt. Ezekiel Elliott's got a little bounce in his step as he hits the line and then cuts left, gets it up to midfield, and that'll be another Patriots first down.
So what's the run-pass mix on this drive? Huh?
Well, he had the throw on 3rd and 6, and then Schuster made a nice catch.
Yes.
Other than that, it's been the running game. And gouging big chunks. On 1st and 2nd down, Elliott remains the back. Jones under center. Ball's at the midfield stripe for the Patriots. They trail 7-3 inside 2 minutes to go, quarter number 3. Mac Jones changing his call at the line. We're down to 7 on the play clock. Back under center. Play action fake, saw something, wants to throw, scrambling right, now cuts back to the left. He can run at the line of scrimmage. He's to the 40, near sideline, cuts back left, and has another first down. Shoved out of bounds. He made a little move to the right to stay inbounds and took a shot. I think some Patriots fans wanted a flag on Adibare. No flag coming, but a nice run and another first down.
Mac Jones doing what I think he can do a little bit more often, which is, okay, if you don't like anything down the field, look to run. Uses some athletic ability, gets outside the pocket, picks up another first down.
Coming down with a minute mark to go here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10. And the handoff, and Ezekiel Elliott finds a little bit of running room up the middle. Ezekiel Elliott inside the 30, down to about the 26-yard line. They are just pushing this Colts defense around. And a beautiful drive. This started at their own 6-yard line, and they made their way to the Colts 26.
Yeah, the rookie right guard out of Eastern Michigan, C.D. Sowell, is really getting a good push. And they love his size, his ability. He and Onwenu on the right side are really two right guards pushing the pocket.
Need one for a first down. Quarterback keeper by Mac Jones, and they've got it at the 25-yard line. And I'm assuming this will take us down to the end of the third quarter. And the Patriots will pick up from there, but this is a first down. Clock down to 7 seconds, and the players already making their way to the other end of the field. That's the end of the third quarter with the score. Colts 7, Patriots 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood 1.
If you want the perfect holiday shopping shortcut, I've got 3 words. Get to Kohl's. I just went and found great gifts for even greater deals, like toys for up to 25% off. And with my 20% coupon, I got fleece for my family under $20 and a cookware set for under $75. Plus, I got $10 off home finds as a Kohl's Rewards member and earned Kohl's Cash. So if you want the season's best for less, you know where to go. Select styles. Toys, coupons do not apply. Kohl's Rewards offer and 20% offer end November 18th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here, host of You Better You Bet on the BetQL Network, weekdays 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern.
What is the BetQL Network?
The BetQL Network is where the smartest sports betting talk meets the most entertaining sports betting talk. We call it Wagertainment.
Not bury the lead here. Folks, Jenks is 7-0 this week.
I love ugly football. This is so degenerate. Is this a live betting game?
Listen to the BetQL Network anywhere and anytime on the new and improved Odyssey app, or watch us on twitch.tv/BetQL, presented by the King of Sportsbooks, BetMGM.
At CDW, we get the right workspace helps you work better.
It took 3 encyclopedias, but my webcam is finally at the right height, and I found the perfect cardboard box for my tangled assortment of cords and cables.
Sounds great, but with TripLite Work from Anywhere solutions orchestrated by CDW, it's easier for your teams to work consistently and productively with tools like monitor mounts, USB docks, and adapters.
Know anyone who wants 3 encyclopedias from 1992?
IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at cdw.com/TripLite.
Welcome back to Frankfurt, Germany. Along with Mike Mayock, I'm Bill Rosinski. Our score is Indianapolis 7, New England 3. The start of the fourth quarter sponsored by Prilosec OTC. Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production that can cause heartburn. 1 pill, 24 hours, 0 heartburn with Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief. Well, our stats through 3 quarters. Colts have run 41 plays for 200 yards, 52 on the ground, 148 in the air. Patriots 47 plays, 245 yards. They got a $152 on the ground, 115 in the air. And Mike Mayock, a big reason they've gone over 100 yards rushing is this drive, which started at their own 6. And as play resumes, they're on the 24 of the Colts.
Yeah, they've gone 70 yards in the last 10 plays, 9 of them on the ground. Bottom line is that if they can push this into the end zone somehow, remember they're 0 for 2 in the red zone today, this could well be our drive of the game, big fella.
Let's keep our fingers crossed. All right, moving left to right as we call it. Patriots at the 24 of the Colts. Play action fake. Jones back to throw. It'll jump off over the middle. This is Ezekiel Elliott. He's still going. Oh, he slips at the 10. Nobody tackled him. He can keep going, but they're going to mark him down at around the 10-yard line. Zaire Franklin may have touched him.
He slipped on the left guard's Cole Strange's foot. It was a running back screen to Ezekiel Elliott. He's wide open down by the 10-yard line. He steps on the foot of Cole Strange, who's out there trying to block for him.
And he was touched as right before he went down, so good call by the officials. Ball's at the 9. First down and goal, New England. They trail 7-3, but a chance here to take the lead with a touchdown. Mac Jones under center. Hands it off. This is Elliott. Elliott powering his way down to about the 5-yard line. It'll be second down and goal from there. And Mike, just stick with the run game right here at this point?
To be honest with you, when you get in this goal line area and offenses tend to put more tight ends, more big bodies in there, and defenses do the same, I like to spread it out. If you want to run the ball, spread it out. Give the quarterback the ability to check off if he needs to, but spread it out. And this is what I like. Elliott's in the backfield. Now you've got a run-pass option. It's not an empty set.
Well, the receivers lined up right. Now they have to go left. Play clock down to 4, 2nd and goal. Here's the call. It's Elliott straight ahead, and he is gang tackled there. There's a whole bunch of white jerseys not buying in all that movement by the offense. So now a crucial 3rd down coming up in goal for New England. Let's see where they're spotting this thing at the 6-yard line.
Buckner up front. Zaire Franklin trying to rip the ball out. It's hard when you don't have playmakers. For Bill O'Brien to call these plays, I mean, we talked about it. Demario Douglas, their rookie 6th-round pick, is the most explosive playmaker they have. Do you run the football? Your field goal kicker just missed a 35-yarder. It is a hard deal to call plays right here.
3rd and goal from just outside the 5. Back to throw is Jones. Loops it in the end zone, and that ball is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. He was going for Hunter Henry. Henry had turned, and Julian Blackman saw the ball well before he did and had a chance to pick it off. Couldn't come down with it, and the Patriots drive again in the red zone comes to a halt, and back out for a field goal try comes Chad Ryland, who last time out missed from 35 yards out.
Yeah, I don't think Hunter Henry ever expected that ball to come to him. He didn't see it until very, very late. It's just their quarterback and their wideouts, and they're just disconnected right now.
So now a field goal try. This is about 24 yards out. Good snap. Into it with the right leg. It is up, and it is good. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol, the trusted choice for a close, comfortable shave. Close Shave America. Close Shave Barbasol. 12:44 to go in Frankfurt. It's the Colts 7, the Patriots 6. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
This has got to scare a lot of people if the AFC were to have to go through Baltimore.
When it happens in the NFL, we're reacting to it on Sirius XM NFL Radio.
I think you begin to run out of superlatives when you try and describe what C.J. Stroud has done.
Get closer to the game with interviews with players, coaches, and executives.
Quarterback of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence.
We're a really close team and winning fun, too.
From the field to the front office, nobody covers the game like Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88.
It's that time of year. Big families, big tables, and big games.
Can't wait to eat my stuffing and watch ACC football.
Keep it locked to ACC Radio through the holidays. We're breaking down all the action on the gridiron.
Look at the ACC right now. It's the most exciting conference there is.
And the hardwood.
He's looking like an early front runner for ACC Player of the Year.
Join ACC Today live weekdays from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern on ACC Radio Channel 371.
Oh, I didn't get my turkey.
Get your fill of your favorite conference anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Don't miss the all-new Rise and Shine, a SiriusXM podcast.
This is Adam Shine. Every Wednesday morning, we're going to make you remember why you love sports. The crack of the bat, the smell of the grass, the thrill of a buzzer beater, the heroes, the underdogs, the moments you remember forever. Join me, Bob Stu, and the most interesting guests in sports for the all-new Rise and Shine.
Download Rise and Shine right now on the SXM app. Available with all trials and popular plans, or wherever you get your podcasts. That's SCHEIN.
Hey, what's going on? This is your boy Kevin Hart, and guess what? I've got my own channel on Sirius XM, Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio, Channel 96. We play the best stand-up comedy from some of my favorite comedians, and I got my own show. It's called Straight From the Heart, and I host it with a bunch of unattractive friends of mine. They call the Plastic Cup Boys. Every Tuesday and Thursday, real, raw, authentic conversation. 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Laugh Out Loud Radio right here on Sirius XM, Channel 96. Don't miss it.
And we welcome you back to Frankfurt Stadium, Frankfurt, Germany. Bill Rosinski, Mike Mayock, and the rest of our Westwood One crew. And it's become a tradition, Mike, in Germany to sing Country Roads by John Denver at some point in the second half, and the crowd's getting into it again.
They're wearing this song out. They did it in the first half, too, right?
That was a different one. Well, then we sang something else in the first half.
I don't know, man.
Sweet Carol, Neil Diamond. There you go. Come on, Mike.
I know.
Here's the kickoff. And this is Isaiah McKenzie at his 5. Up the field he goes. Big burst of speed. 30, 35. McKenzie still going across the 45-yard line and finally dragged down at about the 47. Ty Montgomery made the tackle. A 45-yard return and an explosive one to get the Colts near midfield. We have 12:37 left in the game. Indianapolis 7, New England 6. The Patriots got in the red zone again. 14 plays, 89 yards, but had to settle for another Chad Ryland field goal. The drive took 8:04.
Games like this with very little offense turn on certain things. Special teams, certainly one of them. Turnovers, another.
Jonathan Taylor, the setback behind Gardner Minshew, who is under center. Colts move right to left, as we call it, at their own 47-yard line. Running back, Jonathan Taylor with it. Running hard, nice little push, gets near midfield. With that pile, that offensive line doing a nice job as he takes it into New England territory. Don't miss all the NFL action Thursday night on Amazon Prime Video when the Cincinnati Bengals meet the Baltimore Ravens. Of course, you can hear Thursday Night Football each week right here beginning at 7:30 Eastern on many of these same stations, on the NFL app, or online at westwood1sports.com. So a gain of 5 to the 48. Colts on the move, leading 7-6. Second down and 5 on the Patriots side of the 50. Taylor's got it, running right, little bounce step, and then tackled as he tried to cut back left. And a couple of yards shy of the first down, so third down coming up. Third down and 3.
Both teams been poor on third down. New England did a better job on that last drive, but Bill, let's not forget the dropped interception by Blackman in the end zone. You know, we talked a little bit about the incompletion, but the other point is that should have been a turnover. It was a dropped pick by Blackman, and it cost the Colts 3 points.
Third down, Indianapolis at the Patriots 46. Pittman in motion, far side right. Minshew back in the pocket to throw. Can't find anybody. Bouncing out his feet. Scrambles right. Cuts back left. Now steps forward and throws, and it's caught. And it's Pittman who makes the catch inside the 35-yard line. Down around the 32, 14 yards. And that's a big Colts first down. Duggar on the tackle.
Again, Minshew using his legs to extend the play. Good coverage. They were playing zone. He's finally stepped up, forcing the Patriots to react to a potential run. Pittman found a hole in the defense, and for Pittman, he's been busy today. That's his 10th target and 7th catch for 75 yards.
And they're at the 32 of the Patriots, first down and 10. Jonathan Taylor, the setback, Minshew under center. Stretch play left to Jonathan Taylor, picks up a couple of blocks, squeezes inside the 30, down around the 29-yard line. Pickup of 3. Stream the NFL on Westwood One for free, sponsored by AutoZone. AutoZone has free battery testing and charging. That's right, get your battery tested and charged for free. Make AutoZone your end zone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply. Ball's on the 28. Second and 6. Indianapolis. They lead the Patriots 7-6. Inside 10 minutes left, fourth quarter in Frankfurt, Germany. Minshew again under center. Play action fake. Drops back to throw. Now we got a screen out to the left. Into the arms of McKenzie. And McKenzie goes nowhere. Great defensive play that time. And that was Sean Wade, third-year pro from Ohio State, who ate up the wide receiver. They weren't fooled on that play, and it's going to be 3rd and 11 as they lose 5 yards.
Really great reaction by Wade. Throwback screen. He sold out, no hesitation, beat the tackle trying to get to him, and made the tackle in the backfield.
Downs and Pierce out to the right. This is 3rd down and 11 Colts at the New England 33-yard line. Minshew awaits the snap. He's got it. Looking left all the way. Scrambling. In trouble. Now has the ball batted in the air. Incomplete. And that was number 91, Dietrich Wise, who got a hand on that football as he tried to swing it downfield. And the field goal unit's coming on for the Colts.
Colts are now 4 for 11 on 3rd down. Good pressure early forced Minshew to his left. He tried to throw it back. Dietrich Wise with a great job getting his hands up the pass break up at the line of scrimmage, and it'll force probably a field goal attempt.
And we have an injured Patriot on the play. As soon as we get a number, we'll let you know who it is. But another offensive drive that comes to a premature end. The field goal attempt will be coming. 8:58 left in the game. Colts 7, Patriots 6. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood 1.
Need to hire? Don't let the transfer market send you into overtime. Indeed's all-in-one hiring solution helps employers source, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. When you post a sponsored job, you get access to a large pool of quality candidates who have uploaded a resume to Indeed. You can then review their profiles to make sure they meet your must-have requirements. Make the hiring process work for you. Log in and get started today at Indeed.com/hire.
Before Shopify, were you wondering, where are my sales at? Now you're selling with Shopify, the global commerce platform supercharging your selling. You have no problem selling online, in person, on social media, and beyond. Gary, easy on the cha-ching.
Oh, sorry, but my Shopify sales are through the roof.
Start selling with Shopify today and discover how millions of businesses around the world use Shopify to ignite their selling. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/touchdown. Shopify.com/touchdown.
Honey, can you swing by the post office and grab some stamps?
Done.
And drop off these packages?
Sure thing, honey.
Ooh, and get the tracking info.
Got it.
But you haven't moved.
I know. How great is that?
This holiday season, the Postal Service is closer than ever with convenient ship-from-home services like label printing, free package pickup, and delivery notifications. You can send more holiday joy from the comfort of home. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America. Ship from home at USPS.com/holidayjoy.
Bill Rosinski and Mike Mayock here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Frankfurt, Germany. For the ones who get it done, there's Grainger, offering over 1 million industrial-grade products, fast delivery, and free technical support. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. So here's our situation. First of all, the injured Patriot was Christian Barmore. He finally got up and under his own power made his way to the Patriots sideline. It is now 4th down 11 for the Colts. They've sent out the field goal unit. Matt Gay will try one. This will be in the 51-yard range. It's 4th and 11. The most important thing, the scoreboard right now, Colts 7, Patriots 6, with 8:58 remaining in the game. And, Mike, we've seen as many made field goals as missed ones in this game. And this from now, Gay missed from 57. This is 51. Kicking in the same direction, right to left, as we call it. Waiting for the snap. It is down. Kick is on the way, almost blocked. This has plenty of leg on it. It is up, and it is good. So Matt Gay connects again from outside 50 yards. He was 6 of 8 this season, kicking from that distance. And with that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol, the trusted choice for a close, comfortable shave. Close Shave America. Close Shave Barbasol.
And keep in mind, that long field goal drive was only 20 yards. It was the kickoff by McKenzie that got him in good field. I got the ball in their own 47-yard line.
So he's Mike Mayock. I'm Bill Rosinski. Aaron Cummins producing again this afternoon. Al Rosenberg, our engineer. Jane Kading, our statistician. And Lance Meadow back in the Westwood One studios. Scoring drive, 6 plays, 20 yards. They used 3:50 on the clock. And Matt Gay ends it with a 51-yard field goal. And there was a 41-yard kickoff return that got him near midfield to start that drive. And this came after a long Patriots drive that stalled and ended up with a field goal. Gay will kick off. Into it with the right leg. And through the end zone, ball will come out to the 25.
Well, this Indy defense has been pretty good when they needed to be, right? Patriots are 0 for 3 in the red zone. Gus Bradley, the defensive coordinator, who I know very well forever, has done a great job in the red zone. He makes you work for everything. Does he play a lot of zone? Yes. Do teams know kind of what he does? Yes. But going back to Seattle back in the day, he knows how to coach, and I think this defense plays very well together.
Back to throw. Mac Jones on first down. Quick toss, a little slant, and that's caught up at the 35. And we got a late flag that is thrown in. The catch was made.
UNR.
And that was Butte who makes the catch. Here's a guy they drafted, the rookie from LSU. He has been a healthy scratch for every game, but he gets to play today, makes the catch, and slow to get up after a hit that, again, might be a personal foul. Officials are talking this over again.
Yeah, he got the nod. Devontae Parker out for week 2 in a row with a concussion. They've been beat up.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 44. 15-yard penalty added on to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
So that's on Zaire Franklin. So Keyshawn Butte out of LSU. That will be his first catch in the National Football League, and I think he'll remember it for a long time.
No doubt. Good catch on the slant. I'm not really sure about the call, to be honest with you, but it is what it is.
And it is a first down for the Patriots at their own 49-yard line. Elliott, the running back, he's got the call. Zigzag, breaks a tackle, cuts it outside right at the 40 of Indianapolis. Back left at the 35, down near the 30-yard line. Just shy of it. What a beautiful run by Ezekiel Elliott. And a flag is down again. 20 on the gain if it holds.
Illegal shift. Offense, number 7. Was not set before the snap. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Now, isn't that the second penalty
exactly.
on Schuster?
We talked about hitting 3rd and inches. He jumped. Made it a 3rd and 6. And on this one, a 20-yard gain by Zeke Elliott. Great run, good blocking up front again. I mean, just inexcusable for a wideout to have 2 calls in a game.
That pushes the ball back to the 46-yard line in New England territory and makes it first down and 15. Coming down to 8 minutes left in the game. Patriots trail the Colts 10-6. Jones wants to put it up in the air again. He does, and it's tipped and broken up. Tried to jam it into Hunter Henry and broken up in the secondary by Julian Blackmon. So mentioned, we haven't heard a lot about Kenny Moore today, but he was the AFC Defensive Player of the Week with 2 pick sixes. He had a season in a game against Carolina last year.
He really did, and the rookie quarterback kind of helped him with that, with 2 bad throws, taking nothing away from the plays Kenny Moore made.
And now it is 2nd and 15 for the Patriots. At their 46, Jones again deep drop. Over the middle it goes. This is caught. This is Douglas. Douglas weaves his way upfield across the 50 and tackled at the Colts 45-yard line. Picks up 9 more. DeForest Buckner on the tackle. So now 3rd down coming up. We've got another injured player for the Patriots down way back behind the line of scrimmage. And looks like to be it's an offensive lineman, but I can't tell because he is surrounded by the Patriots medical staff. So we will pause here with 7:45 remaining in the game. Colts 10, Patriots 6. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood 1.
When Shopify says you can sell anywhere, oh, they mean it. Woo, hold up. Just got a new sale. Whoa, Shopify doesn't mind if you're at sea level or on top of the world.
Whether you're selling carabiners or crop tops, start selling with Shopify today and join the platform simplifying commerce for millions of businesses worldwide. This is Possibility, powered by Shopify. Sign up for a free trial at shopify.com/touchdown. Shopify.com/touchdown.
Every Monday, Rich Eisen and Chris Brockman react to what's happening in the world of football on Overreaction Monday.
Dolphins, Final Four AFC team.
Oh, that is not an overreaction at all. I'm with you.
You're in.
I am in. The other 3 Final Four teams, if you were asking me to call my shot, this is the Overreaction Monday podcast.
Call your shot.
Entertainment purposes only, unless I'm right.
Yeah.
Chiefs, Dolphins, Bills, Ravens. Final Four.
Overreaction Monday, the podcast, wherever you listen.
Honey, can you swing by the post office and grab some stamps?
Done.
And drop off these packages?
Sure thing, honey.
Ooh, and get the tracking info.
Got it.
But you haven't moved.
I know. How great is that?
This holiday season, the Postal Service is closer than ever with convenient ship-from-home services like label printing, free package pickup, and delivery notifications. You can send more holiday joy from the comfort of home. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America. Ship from home at USPS.com/holidayjoy.
Provember is here at Lowe's right now. Save $200 on a DeWalt sliding meter saw. Lowe's knows pros while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Valid through November 22nd, 2023, subject to change. The injured Patriot was Connor McDermott, who needed assistance to get to the Patriots sideline. He was filling in for Trent Brown at left tackle for the Patriots, so they got to go to the well again to get a complete offensive line here. Bill Rosinski, Mike Mayock, we're in Frankfurt. We've got 7:45 remaining in the game, and it's 10-6 Colts.
And New England getting thin at the offensive tackle position. Trent Brown, remember, did not make the trip. Calvin Anderson went on IR 2 weeks ago. Connor McDermott, who just got hurt, was pulled up from the practice squad to start last week and this week. And I believe Vidarian Lowe, who they traded for back in the summer with Minnesota, is in at tackle.
And he comes in on a 3rd and 6 New England from the 45 of Indianapolis. Matt Jones lines up in the shotgun. Plenty of time on the play clock. There's the snap, bringing some heat. Toss over the middle. It's caught. It's Demario Douglas inside the 35. He's to the 30 and finally out of bounds, deep in Colts territory. They're going to mark him at the 24-yard line. Kenny Moore finally made the tackle, but a huge 3rd down conversion and a pickup at 21 yards.
Only receiver they have right now, healthy receiver with some juice. Explosive, quick. He beat Kenny Moore in man coverage completely across to the other side of the field on a shallow crossing route. Big play.
1st and 10 Colts. Moving left to right. Jones under center. Stevenson, the running back. Up the middle he goes, and he pulls his way inside the 20 down to about the 18-yard line. Strong run there, 6 yards. 2nd down coming up. Patriots down 4 with 6:40 left.
All right, Bill. Alert, red zone.
Red zone, here we are.
Okay, the Patriots are 0 for 3, and that's the difference in the football game right now. They're down by 4 points. They can't afford any more attempted field goals. They've got to get a touchdown.
Again, under center is Jones. Again, the handoff to Stevenson. Oh, the Colts just beat that offensive line and knocked the running back down for a loss back to the 20. Lost a couple. So now it is 3rd down coming up. Now it's 6 to go for a 1st down.
Feel like we've been here before.
I saw this movie.
I've seen this movie a bunch today. New England is 4 for 11 on 3rd down. Probably too far to run the football. I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of screen.
Ball's at the 20. They have to get down to the 14-yard line for a 1st down. They're going to run it straight ahead. Stevenson fighting his way. Should have the 1st down right up the gut.
Great call. Great call, Bill O'Brien.
Right up the middle, Ramondre Stevenson. That'll be a chain mover and a 1st down at about the 13-yard line.
Stevenson out of the shotgun, and I give Bill O'Brien big credit for this 3rd and 6. It's a soft box. There's hardly anybody in the A or B gap defensively, and it was really quite an easy run inside. Once Stevenson got his pad level down and ran over the final tackler, he picked up a good 8 yards.
Ezekiel Elliott now at running back for New England. He's the setback. Jones under center, and it's Ezekiel Elliott with the handoff, and he's wrapped up for a loss on the play. DeForest Buckner called his name before. A loss of 2 back to the 15-yard line. So, Mike, another long drive. Started at their own 25. And now they're knocking at the door, lose a couple at the 15.
And I kind of put myself in the head of Bill O'Brien, the offensive coordinator, and you know you're really struggling in pass protection and throwing the football. And so, what do you call? And I'd love to see 81 again. Demario Douglas in some kind of slant.
2nd and 12, play action fake. Here's the toss, and it's intercepted. Julian Blackmon, the ball went right to him. Whatever receiver Jones was throwing to kept going into the end zone. Jones let it go, and the only guy who could catch it was Julian Blackman, and he's got the interception. And the Colts will take over at their own 5-yard line with 4:16 remaining in the game and leading the Patriots 10-6.
The tight end, and I couldn't tell if it was Gesicki. I think it's Gesicki. He stayed over the top. I think the quarterback, Mac Jones, expected him to come underneath Blackman, and it ended up being an easy interception with Gesicki a good 7 yards behind him.
Wow.
That's a quarterback-wide receiver disconnect coming at a critical time. Awful play.
So 4:16 left. Colts take over at their 5. I believe this will be Jonathan Taylor time here. He's got it. Leaping over that. He's at the goal line. Leaping over the center. Trying to get some yards. He got 1. Up to the 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And this is, Mike, an area where this offense has to be careful.
Yep.
You want to move the ball, get a first down, but you don't want to make any mistakes.
And you kind of go, let's be honest, New England's offense has imploded all game long. You've held them to 2 field goals. Another field goal doesn't hurt you, so if you punt the football here and trust your defense, that's probably good, solid football.
2 wides to the right that include Michael Pittman and Alec Pierce. The running back, Jonathan Taylor, 2nd and 9. Colts from the 6-yard line. Big hole for Taylor on the handoff. Pulling his way close to a first down. And I think he's going to be a little bit shy of the 15-yard line. So that would be officially an 8-yard gain to the 14. It'll be 3rd and inches.
Good block by the tight end, Granson. New England anticipating run, packed the box, and Indy still able to block it.
So right now, 3rd down conversion. The Colts are 4 of 11. They need inches here.
And they're out of the gun.
Shotgun formation. Flag on the play. Yeah, what was this?
Got to be movement, I would assume.
Snap infraction. Offense, number 62. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Okay, so this is Wesley French, and Ryan Kelly, their starting center, got hurt.
So French comes in, the 2nd-year player from Western Michigan. They call a snap infraction, which typically means you're moving the football or you have a head bob and your shoulders move. I actually thought the guard might have moved there.
So now, instead of 3rd and inches, it's 3rd and 6 for Indianapolis at their 10-yard line. Granson, the tight end, in motion left. Minshew back to throw, bouncing around in the pocket. Still back there, trying to keep the play alive. Hooks it downfield, got a receiver, and a diving catch, and a beauty for Josh Downs. Wow. Just past the 35-yard line. A 28-yard hookup. Minshew just kept the play alive, bobbing and weaving in the pocket, and then he flung it downfield, and what a catch by Josh Downs.
Wow. And Bill, you called it correctly. All day long, Minshew's been keeping the play alive athletically with his feet. He does it again out of his own end zone. Comes all the way around, throws it off his back foot to the corner. Diving catch by Downs. We're going to get a replay right now, and it looks to me like he secured it the whole way through the catch.
Yeah.
Downs had a knee injury, only played a little bit last week. Very limited practice time this week, yet comes up with the play of the day.
NFLShop.com is your one-stop shop for officially licensed NFL gear to rep your favorite team. Shop an unbeatable selection of gear to showcase your team pride and style. To shop now, go to NFLShop.com. That play gives them a first down at their 38. The Patriots called one of their 3 timeouts. They have 2 left, 2:38 remaining in the game. Handoff in the backfield, and buried was Jonathan Taylor. He had no chance. Barmore, who was shaken up earlier in the game, obviously is back in.
New England, their second of the half.
And then you heard the voice of our referee, Trey Blake. Second timeout called by New England. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the National Football League.
Tune to SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 all year long to hear expert opinions and analysis from former players, coaches, and executives.
Don't miss all the NFL excitement on NBC tonight when the New York Jets take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Of course, you can hear Sunday Night Football each week right here beginning at 7:30 Eastern on many of these same stations on the NFL app or online at WestwoodOneSports.com. Loss of 3 on that first down call. 2nd and 13, Colts at their 35, and a handoff to Jonathan Taylor, spinning, fighting, and makes his way up to about the 38 for 3. Got the 3 back they lost on the last play. And has New England called their final timeout they have.
And defensive tackle Davin Gadshaw pushed the line of scrimmage back. Good job by New England. Now you've got 3rd and 11. 2.5 minutes left. New England has exhausted their timeouts at this point, correct?
Yes.
So we've got the 2-minute warning, and that's the only way for New England to stop the clock.
The copyright of today's broadcast on Westwood One is owned by the NFL on behalf of its member clubs. All rights to this broadcast are reserved. Any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the National Football League is strictly prohibited. 2.5 minutes to go. Colts with the lead, 10-6 over the Patriots. We're in Frankfurt, Germany. The Colts have the ball at their 37. This is 3rd and 11. Minshew has 3 receivers stacked to the right, and now he brings Alec Pierce in motion left. The running back standing to the left is Taylor. Play clock to 5. Minshew's got it. Back to throw. Upfield it goes, and it's caught, and it's Michael Pittman. And let's see where this football is spotted. I think he was shy of the first down, up near the 47.
He was shy, and Sean Wade had a big cushion on him, basically squatting where the sticks were. It's going to bring up a 4th and 2.
And that will take us as they hurry up to the line of scrimmage. They're trying to get the Pats to jump.
Yep.
But the 2-minute warning has been reached here in Frankfurt, Germany. Our score, the Colts 10, Patriots 6. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Football is a game of inches, and while we've advanced the ball down the field, our efforts to achieve equality are still far from the goal. But we are in it for the long haul. For years, P&G has used its voice to shine a light on inequalities and bias, and through sustained and meaningful actions, change is being made. P&G is dedicated to improving the future of boys and men of color, supporting the success of black women entrepreneurs, expanding efforts that will improve the child care industry in the U.S., and much more. So we invite you to join us and take action to ensure the home field advantage is everyone's advantage. Go to pg.com/takeonrace to learn more. Read, watch, donate, and engage in the quest for a more equitable world for everyone.
It's Wrangler season out there. Warmer days, cooler nights, open roads, endless horizons. And you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
Jim Rome here. Dell's Black Friday event is their biggest sale of the year. Shop limited time deals on laptops like the stylish, innovative XPS 13, engineered to do it all on the Intel Evo platform. Plus, save big on ultra-shot monitors and top brand accessories. It is the perfect time to upgrade any home, business, or gaming setup powered by Intel Core processors. So shop now at Dell.com/deals to take advantage of huge savings and free shipping. Once again, Dell.com/deals.
If you're worried about money, you're not alone. 2/3 of Americans say they're stressed out because of finances. Rocket Money is here to help. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps track your spending by letting you set custom budgets and sending you alerts when you're about to go over them. Plus, Rocket Money lets you see all of your subscriptions and cancel any ones you don't want with a single tap. To learn more, go to rocketmoney.com/collegesports or download the Rocket Money app from the Apple app or Google Play stores.
Back in Frankfurt, Bill Rosinski, Mike Mayock, the rest of our Westwood One crew. We've reached the 2-minute warning to go in the game. Colts 10, Patriots 6. And Mike, it was 4th and 2. It still is 4th and 2. And Indianapolis has the ball at their own 46. We were debating, might they go for it or not? That decision's already been made. The punting unit is out there.
Yeah, and I agree with Shane Steichen. Regardless of analytics, I think at a certain point, common sense tells you New England hasn't scored in 58 minutes. And really what you want to do, and when I say score a touchdown in 58 minutes, what you want to do is punt the ball, give them a long field, and trust your defense.
Sanchez will punt. And back deep to Mario Douglas. Waiting for the snap. He's got it. In there with the right leg. Angles it towards the near left side of the field. That ball lands inside the 20, inside the 15, and finally goes out of bounds. Let's see where the officials have special marked it here. It's going to be the 14-yard line. So that punt traveled 41 yards. And now Mac Jones has 1:52 left in the game. He needs a touchdown. His team is down 10-6. They're going to start at their own 14-yard line, and they are out of timeouts.
Very good summation, Bill Rosinski.
Thank you. And this is, again, where the great quarterbacks, you're a good one, this is where you make your bones here. Get your team downfield, win the ball game. Is that Zappi in a quarterback? Bailey Zappi's in a quarterback. Dumps it off to Stevenson, far left side of the field, and takes it out of bounds. That was just shy of the 20-yard line. So I don't know if Mac Jones is standing on the sideline with his helmet on. Of course, the last pass he threw was picked off.
And I told you there were some animated conversations on the sideline with Bill O'Brien.
They got 5. Bailey Zappi. 7 of 18 before that toss this season in action. Works out of the gun. Back to throw over the middle. Broken up. Pass intended for Demario Douglas. He couldn't hold on, and now it's 3rd down and 5 from their own 19-yard line. Clock says 1:44 to go. I've got to ask you this. I understand the change, if you're upset with the quarterback, but you got no time left in this game. Zappi's coming off the bench cold. Is this the right move?
I would tell you right now that I would go with the quarterback if it was me, but I don't have all the information they have on the sideline. I don't really understand the move either.
So Bailey Zappi facing a 3rd and 5 from his 19. Deep drop, fires upfield. That ball is caught. That's Hunter Henry, and he's going to have a first down up near the 30-yard line. Zaire Franklin makes the tackle, a gain of 11 yards.
Good throw. Anticipated where he wanted to go with the football, and he drove it there.
Inside a minute and a half to go. Zappi with no timeouts back to throw, fires over the middle, and there wasn't anybody there. Oh, yes, Stevenson was there. Yeah. They were trying to set up a screen that did not work. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 1:21 left. 10-6 Colts. Patriots ball.
And to go back to your earlier question, and Bill O'Brien sitting there, and he's been frustrated with his quarterback, Mac Jones. He threw an awful interception. He missed another throw in the end zone. And I think the two Bills, O'Brien and Belichick, probably reached their boiling point.
2nd and 10. Patriots from their own 30. Down 10-6, no timeouts. Zappi again the throw, and that's a bad throw over the middle. Patriots were hoping for a flag. Demario Douglas, the intended receiver. Kenny Moore on the coverage. Well, that ball went down into the dirt. That just didn't have a chance.
No, and it was good coverage by Kenny Moore. Made a little bit of premature contact on the receiver. It could have gone against Indianapolis that time. And all
could have, and then
it probably should have.
But no flag. 3rd and 10 with 1:18 remaining in the game from their 30. Zappi, deep drop. He lets this one go, and that's caught by Demario Douglas and tackled immediately. That is not a first down.
Couple yards short.
So the Patriots are down to this 4th and 1 from the 39-yard line. Inside a minute. Running play up the gut. Stevenson, he's got the first down. Not by much. It was 2nd effort. Wow. Just got to the 40. But the clock continues to tick.
Correct. They got to get up and go.
43 seconds. 42. Colts lead 10-6. Patriots out of timeouts at their own 40, 1st down and 10, and Zappi spikes the football.
No, he faked it.
And throws over the middle, and it's intercepted. Rodney Thomas picks it off. He faked the spike and rifles it over the middle, and Rodney Thomas picks it off. And the Indianapolis Colts are going to leave Frankfurt, Germany with a huge win to get them to 5-5. The long road trip ends in success. The defense celebrates in the end zone to our right. What a huge mistake by the Patriots at the end of the game. And the Colts defense has come up with their second interception in a row.
And they faked the kill. After they convert the fourth down, I didn't understand the throw. It was a post pattern deep, and you've got to put some air under this and let him run under it. And then after he threw it, Zappi pointed like, I wanted you to cut in front of the safety. He threw it on a line. If you're throwing a deep post route, there's got to be some air. I think he expected the receiver to come underneath. And again, another disconnect between a quarterback and a wideout.
And Gardner Minshew comes out of the field, takes a knee, and then celebrates. Wow. And this game is over. And the Indianapolis Colts knock off the New England Patriots in Frankfurt, Germany by a score of 10-6. And this was a game basically of self-destruction in the red zone by the Patriots. And then a final decision on the final drive of the game to switch quarterbacks. Mac Jones was out. Bailey Zappi came in, and the fake spike turns into an interception. This is a disastrous finish. It's going to be a long plane ride back to New England for the Patriots.
Yeah, I would love to have seen a really clean fourth quarter. That's a hard way to lose a football game. You take your starter out, you put the backup in, you fake blocking the football and throw a pick to end the football game. I give a lot of credit to Gus Bradley, his defense, Shane Steichen for winning the football game and staying alive.
All right, Mike, time to select our player of the game, sponsored by Lowe's.
Well, in a game like that ends 10-6, I'm going defense. The Colts held them to 2 field goals. Deo Odengbo had 3 sacks. Rodney Thomas had the key interception. I'm going to split that award down the middle and give it to both of them.
All right. So, 2 players of the game. Provember is here at Lowe's. Right now, save $200 on a DeWalt sliding miter saw. Lowe's knows pros while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Valid through November 22nd, 2023. Subject to change. Well, the Colts got what they were looking for. They're at 500 now and head to their bye week with that 5-5 record. Meanwhile, the Patriots fall to 2-8. They are also headed to a bye week. Yep. But a lot of this discussion will go about New England and the way things were handled in the red zone and mistakes. You know, we can criticize Mac Jones, but Juju Smith-Schuster makes 2 crucial mistakes. Going in motion, illegal formation on big plays that could eventually have gotten them into the end zone that didn't.
You know, we always talk about how quarterbacks maybe get overpaid in this league, yet there are only 6 or 7 of them max that are franchise quarterbacks. And usually when you lose a game, the quarterback gets too much blame. And to your point, he was not protected well. He made some bad decisions. He made some poor throws. But at the end of the day, it's not all the quarterback.
Final score, Colts 10, Patriots 6. When we return, Lance Meadow rejoins us with the post-game report. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Here you are.
Here you are. Critics are calling The Killer a top-grade, heart-racing thriller. It's a terrific, anxiety-inducing, and daring movie that hits the mark.
This is what it takes.
You won't be able to tear your eyes from the screen.
Please, consider yourself lucky if our paths never cross.
Don't miss Michael Fassbender as The Killer. Rated R. Under 17. Not admitted without parent. Now playing. Only on Netflix.
If you want the perfect holiday shopping shortcut, I've got 3 words. Get to Kohl's. I just went and found great gifts for even greater deals, like toys for up to 25% off. And with my 20% coupon, I got fleece for my family under $20 and a cookware set for under $75. Plus, I got $10 off home finds as a Kohl's Rewards member and earned Kohl's Cash. So if you want the season's best for less, you know where to go. Select styles. Toys, coupons do not apply. Kohl's Rewards offer and 20% offer end November 18th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Football is back, and NFL Plus has you covered. Get NFL Plus, and you'll never miss a moment of live football action this season. With live local and primetime games on mobile, NFL Network, NFL Red Zone, live game audio, and more, all in one place. That's right. This season, get NFL Red Zone and NFL Plus Premium so you never miss a touchdown. That's every touchdown from every game, every Sunday during the regular season, across devices. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to our Westwood One studios. I'm Lance Meadow. The NFL International Series in Germany is in the books. Last week, the Chiefs held off the Dolphins. This week, it was the Colts and the Patriots. So let's find out how this one was decided as we take you through the highlights. New England got the ball first and put together a very productive opening drive with a nice mix of the pass and run. Mac Jones completed an 11-yard pass to his tight end Mike Gesicki on 3rd and 7 to move the chains, and then later dumped one off to Ezekiel Elliott for 19 yards to move the Pats into Colts territory. They would get in the red zone with a fresh set of downs at the Indy 14-yard line, but a run for no gain by Ramondre Stevenson and a sack on consecutive plays stalled things, and New England settled for a 37-yard field goal to strike first 3-0. Drive stalling would be a very big theme in this contest. After the ensuing kickoff went for a touchback, the Colts took over on their own 25-yard line and quickly marched into New England territory thanks to a 30-yard pickup by Isaiah McKenzie off a deep pass. Indy then relied on the ground game, running the ball on the next 8 plays with Jonathan Taylor for 30 yards. It eventually faced a 3rd and goal at the 1 after Indy's version of the tush-push failed. On the next play, they returned to conventional methods.
So now it is 4th down and 1, Indianapolis, inside the 1-yard line. I would guess it would be Jonathan Taylor time, right? Here's the snap. Pitch to Taylor, trying to turn the near corner, stretching it out. He'll score! Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor from a yard out. Kylan Granson, the tight end, with a key block, and the Colts have grabbed the lead 6-3.
Indy tacked on the extra point. It was 7-3 Colts after each team had a possession. Both teams would then combine for 4 straight punts before the Patriots took over at their own 20. Following a pair of plays for 8 total yards, New England faced a manageable 3rd down to keep the drive alive.
3rd down 2. Jones wants to throw. No play action. In trouble. Sacked again. Wow. Tyquan Lewis will get credit for that one, so they opt not to run it on 3rd and short, 3rd and 2, and another sack for Indianapolis. That's their 4th.
The Colts recorded a sack on each of New England's first 4 possessions. What appeared to be an offensive clinic early turned into a defensive grinded-out affair, and both teams would head into the locker room with Indy in front 7-3. Colts got the ball to start the 3rd after an offensive pass interference penalty against Michael Pittman Jr. wiped out his 26-yard reception. Indy was backed up to a 1st and 20 at its own 33-yard line. Gardner Minshew connected with Pittman for 9 yards, but on a 2nd down, got a bit greedy in hopes of earning back more of those penalty yards.
Minshew got the throw, going to tuck, nope, he's going to swing it out there. Ball's intercepted, picked off. Minshew tried to get it to Pittman, and that ball was intercepted. The ball was tipped by Tavai and picked off by Miles Bryant. So there's your first turnover of the game, and the Patriots defense comes up with it near midfield.
But could New England capitalize on that favorable field position? They ran the ball on the first 6 plays for 33 total yards to set up a 3rd and 3 at the Indianapolis 17-yard line. Here they went to the air, but Jones's pass to Stevenson fell incomplete. The Patriots had to settle for a field goal, but things got worse as Chad Ryland's 35-yard field goal attempt just missed going inside the right upright. The score remains 7-3 in favor of the Colts. After Indy punted, both teams exchanged field goals, so it was now 10-6 Indy with just under 9 minutes to go in the 4th. Patriots took over at their own 25. They methodically moved down the field and ultimately faced a fresh set of downs at the Colts' 13-yard line. Zeke lost 2 yards on the ground, so on 2nd down, they put the ball back in the hands of their quarterback.
2nd and 12, play action fake. Here's the toss, and it's intercepted. Julian Blackmon, the ball went right to him. Whatever receiver Jones was throwing to kept going into the end zone. Jones let it go, and the only guy who could catch it was Julian Blackmon, and he's got the interception. And the Colts will take over at their own 5-yard line with 4:16 remaining in the game and leading the Patriots 10-6.
Jones's 10th interception of the season. Timing is everything in life, and that was an absolute killer for New England. But there was still plenty of time left for the Pats to regroup. They forced the Colts to punt, got the ball back with 1:52 left in the 4th. Bailey Zappi replaced Jones. He converted 1 3rd down, and then later in the drive moved the chains on 4th and 1 to set up 1st and 10 at their own 40 with 36 seconds left, bringing us to the Wrangler highlight of the game.
43 seconds, 42. Colts lead 10-6. Patriots out of timeouts at their own 40, first down and 10, and Zappi spikes the football.
No, he faked it.
And throws over the middle, and it's intercepted. Rodney Thomas picks it off. He faked the spike and rifles it over the middle, and Rodney Thomas picks it off. And the Indianapolis Colts are going to leave Frankfurt, Germany, with a huge win to get them to 5-5. The long road trip ends in success. The defense celebrates in the end zone to our right. What a huge mistake by the Patriots at the end of the game. And the Colts defense has come up with their second interception in a row.
That's the highlight of the game, sponsored by Wrangler. 75 years of history and still blazing trails. Check out Wrangler.com today to discover new styles and all the latest denim trends. Wrangler, for the ride of life. As the Colts hold off the Patriots 10-6, New England picked off on each of its last two possessions. And how about this nugget? The Colts entering this week, the only team in the National Football League to have scored at least 20 points in each of their first 9 contests. Well, that streak ends, but they still get it done with just 10 points to show. With some final thoughts on the game, now let's head back overseas and rejoin Bill Rosinski and Mike Mayock at Frankfurt Stadium. Bill, take it away.
All right, Lance, thank you very much. And much of the crowd's still here. They don't want to leave. And why not? NFL football in Germany, another successful contest, over 50,000 in the house. Let's take a look at some of the final stats in this game, sponsored by the United States Postal Service. This holiday season, send more joy from the comfort of home. Print shipping labels, schedule free package pickup, and turn on delivery notifications from the United States Postal Service. The Colts end up with 54 plays for 264 yards. They had 194 yards in the air with Gardner Minshew, 18 of 28. 25 carries for 71 yards on the ground. The Patriots had 163 on the ground. They were 15 of 20 throwing the football for 170 yards. Those were the numbers for Mac Jones. And then Zappi came in. He was 3 of 7 for 25, both through interceptions, as you heard in our highlights. 54 plays, 264 for the Colts, 68 plays, 340 for the Patriots, but the inability in the red zone for the Patriots to do anything is a big reason they lost this football game. Mike, I was watching Bernard Raymond. We talked about him at the beginning of the game, the offensive tackle. He grew up about 6 hours from here in Austria, saw a game in London, ended up playing football, came to the States. He was interviewed by the TV people, and then he went over to the crowd. He's got about 18 family members here. Yep. This is what this is about. This is becoming an international sport. You've got a guy from Austria playing in Germany, winning a football game, and one of the stars for him.
Yeah, and I think it's the excitement that the NFL's hoping for. Let's face it, last year in Munich, they sold that 80,000-seat stadium out in minutes. This year, they announced 2 games in Frankfurt. They sold both of these games out at 58,000 plus in a few minutes. There are millions of people in Europe that want to watch NFL American football, and to have a countryman, a fellow European, starting at left tackle for one of the marquee teams in the league is pretty cool, and I think what the league is working towards.
What did you think of you're here for 10 days, the city of Frankfurt, this stadium as a host, the crowds we had and the games we saw?
I really enjoyed both last year and this year getting a different taste of what American football means to different people. I thought Frankfurt was a beautiful host city, that the fans were into it. You saw all 32 teams represented with people wearing jerseys. The excitement was palpable. I loved everything about being over here.
And you know what? Just a quick story. My wife and I went on a day trip down to the Rhine Valley, the river cruise down there, and the tour guide told us most of this area shuts down this time of year. But the reason they were in business, the reason he was working, the reason the restaurants were open was because the National Football League was playing in Frankfurt, and a lot of fans from all over the world are coming over here, boosting their economy. Those people love the National Football League.
Yeah, that's why it took me 20 minutes to get a beer last night.
Well, wait till tonight. Time to select the O'Reilly Auto Parts drive of the game.
Well, let's be honest. It was a 10-6 ball game. Both teams came out smoking. New England going down the field, kicks a field goal to go up 3-0. Indy gets the ball, goes 14 plays, 75 yards. They ate up 7 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock. Jonathan Taylor went in from a yard out with a real good block by Granson, the tight end, in front of him. Taylor carried the ball 9 times for 31 yards, and it was the only touchdown drive of the game. So our producer, of course, told us that is the drive of the game. Thank you, Aaron Cummins.
Sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I've got to ask you again, though, the finish of the game, Zappe comes in at quarterback. There's going to be so many. I'm sure these questions are being asked of Bill Belichick at his press conference right now. Why did you make the switch? If there's a position in this league that drives the needle, it's the quarterback spot, and I don't know if the Patriots know what they have right now.
Let's assume there was no injury to Mac Jones, okay? If there was one, we weren't aware of it, nor was anyone else in the stadium. But if there was no injury to Mac, making the change at that time, down 10-6 with a final drive to go, is a monumental decision. And it can only tell me that the coaching staff had zero confidence in Mac Jones being able to execute at that point. And I think they said, finally, Bill O'Brien and Bill Belichick said, we have a better chance to win with Zappe than we do with Jones. You're in. You can criticize it all you want, but that's how the coaching staff has to think.
And as far as the Colts are concerned, going forward, they're now 5-5. What about their playoff hopes? And let's face it, this defense, Panthers only got 13 on them last week. Patriots 6 this week. They were stout today. That's why they won this game.
Yeah, and you talk about their defense. I think Gus Bradley does a great job. I think Shane Steichen, the head coach calling offensive plays, has done a good job. What does that mean? To me, it means they're well coached. They've got a good young nucleus of talent. They've got a quarterback on injured reserve that's going to be their leader going forward next year in Anthony Richardson. So if you're the Colts and you're competing for a playoff spot without your quarterback and where you are this year, you've had a good year, and I think you're building towards bright things.
A pleasure working with you these 2 games. Let's hope
I've enjoyed it, Bill.
Safe travels.
Thank you so much.
And I really mean safe travels because we're on the same flight tomorrow.
Fair enough.
So the Patriots lose this one. Colts hold off the Patriots by a score of 10-6. And we say, well done, Frankfurt. Congratulations on hosting 2 NFL games. What a great success it's been. And right now we say, Auf Wiedersehen from Germany, as we send it back to Lance Meadow in our Westwood One studios. Lance?
And thank you so much, Bill. We are going to continue with more of our post-game show as we'll preview some of the biggest storylines to watch during the remainder of Week 10. But first, let's give our local stations a chance for a message. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
What it is. Connect with the R&B and hip-hop that's hot now. Slamming you out. Discover who's next. And stay up on the culture.
Cause Drake don't know how to kiss and not tell.
On The Heat.
Girl, your BP is a 0. My back shot sound like bongo.
Channel 46 and on the Sirius XM app. Included in all trials and popular plans.
Hear the climactic finish of the USL Championship on Sirius XM.
Is there magic in the air tonight?
The 2023 final pits the Eastern Conference champion, Charleston Battery.
Charleston Eastern Conference champions.
Against the best in the West, Phoenix Rising.
Cue the music. It's a party in Phoenix.
It's the USL Championship final, Charleston versus Phoenix, tonight at 7 Eastern on Sirius 208, XM 202, online 965, and the Sirius XM app.
It's that time of year. Big families, big tables, and big games.
Can't wait to eat my stuffing and watch some ACC football.
Keep it locked to ACC Radio through the holidays. We're breaking down all the action on the gridiron.
Look at the ACC right now. It's the most exciting conference there is.
And the hardwood.
He's looking like an early front-runner for ACC Player of the Year.
Join ACC Today live, weekdays from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern on ACC Radio, Channel 371.
Oh, I didn't get to get my turkey.
Get your fill of your favorite conference anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Don't miss the all-new Rise and Shine, a SiriusXM podcast.
This is Adam Shine. Every Wednesday morning, we're going to make you remember why you love sports. The crack of the bat, the smell of the grants, the thrill of a buzzer beater, the heroes, the underdogs, the moments you remember forever. Join me, Bob Stu, and the most interesting guests in sports for the all-new Rise and Shine.
Download Rise and Shine right now on the SXM app. Available with all trials and popular plans, or wherever you get your podcasts. That's SCHEIN.
Welcome back to our Westwood One Studios. Lance Meadow with you. In Germany, the Colts topped the Patriots 10-6 as Indy back to 500 at 5-5. The Patriots falling to 2-8. Let's get you set for some of the upcoming matchups throughout Week 10. In the early 1 p.m. Eastern window, all eyes will be on Cincinnati, where one of the hottest teams in the NFL resides. Following a 1-3 start, the Bengals are on a 4-game rise and now turn their attention to a 4-4 Texans team that has been a pleasant surprise thus far this season. Joe Burrow even taking notice of Houston signal caller C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, he's playing really well. It's always exciting when you got guys that come into the league and play well. I know CJ. I know kind of guy he is. Doesn't surprise me that he's playing as well as he is. I know he's going to continue to work as hard as he can to maintain that success.
Stroud has 14 touchdown passes with just 1 interception in the first 8 games of his career. Not too shabby. Houston coming off a 39-37 victory over the Bucs last Sunday. Also at 1 p.m. Eastern, the Jaguars put their 5-game winning streak on the line at home against the Niners. Following a 5-0 start, San Francisco has dropped 3 straight. But despite its recent struggles, Jacksonville head coach Doug Peterson sees plenty of challenges trying to contain Brock Purdy and his various weapons.
Yeah, he's playing. Obviously, he's playing well. And look, he's a good player. And, I think, too, they're not asking him to do a lot. I mean, they're running the football. They're playing great defense. He's completing the balls he needs to complete. He's just playing efficient. And, when he has to make plays, he's been making plays, but the surrounding cast, too, is doing their part, right? So that all helps your quarterback, and that's why he's had success.
If the Niners are going to turn that corner, they have to protect the ball. 7 giveaways in their last 3 games. A big reason why they have hit this current skid. The festivities will wrap up with Sunday Night Football, where the Raiders welcome the Jets to Vegas. It's a quick turnaround for Gang Green after Zach Wilson and company fell to the Chargers on Monday night and managed only 2 field goals. Based on that performance, head coach Robert Saleh once again being asked about a potential change under center.
To pull a quarterback to spark change, it's my opinion, it's got to be crystal clear that it's him. When you've got everybody with their hand in the cookie jar, it's really hard to justify blaming one human.
Wilson attempted 49 passes in Monday night's loss and was sacked 8 times. Coincidentally, the Raiders are coming off a win over the Giants last Sunday in which they collected 8 sacks, with pass rusher Max Crosby responsible for 3 of them. Clearly, the Jets' offensive line will have its hands full with Mad Max. That was the head coaching debut of Antonio Pierce, who took over for Josh McDaniels, and the early results are promising. The Silver and Black posted a season-high 30 points, ran for over 100 yards, and had no turnovers for the first time this season. Ryan Ratke and Mike Golick will have the call on many of these same Westwood One stations, with our coverage starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We will wrap things up when we return. Once again, the final score from Germany. Colts edge the Patriots 10-6 to improve to 5-5. Bill Belichick and company dropping to 2-8. You are listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower slower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
The final score once again, Colts hold off the Patriots 10-6. You've been listening to Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League. Today's broadcast has been sponsored by Bounty Paper Towels, by Barbasol Shaving Cream, by AutoZone, by NFL.com, and by BetMGM, the official odds provider for Westwood One. Please gamble responsibly. We'd like to thank our crew for this afternoon. Studio coordinator Laura Romo. Studio producer Dan Silverman. Production assistance provided by Matthias Gindorf and Deborah Guthrie. Statistician Jane Kading. Engineer Al Rosenberg. Producer Aaron Cummins. Production supervisor Brian Finkelstein. Coordinating producer Mike Eby. The executive producer of Westwood One Sports is Howard Deneroff. Join us again tonight for Sunday Night Football when the New York Jets visit the Las Vegas Raiders. Ryan Ratke and Mike Golick have the call beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern. Scott Graham kicks it off with all the scores and highlights on NFL Sunday right here on most of these same stations. Then tomorrow night, join Kevin Harlan and Ross Tucker for Monday Night Football as the Buffalo Bills host the Denver Broncos. And later this week, we'll also bring you Thursday Night Football. It's the Cincinnati Bengals at the Baltimore Ravens. You can catch all those games right here on many of these same stations, on the NFL app, or stream live for free on our website, westwoodonesports.com. Once again, the final score from Frankfurt Stadium. Colts 10, Patriots 6. Indy now 5-5 on the season. Now for Bill Rosinski and Mike Mayock in Germany, I'm Lance Meadow. Thanks for joining us. You've been listening to the NFL on Westwood One.